Carlos, the fresh maker.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president again.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral vote, in Indiana with its 11th electoral vote, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in to CobraCast 199. What's up to the Snake Pit? What's up to the Cobra crew? Isn't that what we used to say? But it's the Snake Pit kind of took over. From there, the 199 representing, as always, Friday night CobraCast. And I'm just going to say it. I think we're going to have a hot one tonight. It's going to be a fire show. A fire show indeed. And I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. We did add that little Mentos intro to it because it's pretty fantastic. And so, yeah, good stuff all the way around. And I am looking forward to talking with all of you and talking about the hot day that we had in New York, along with a lot of other stuff going on. But first of all, I want to say hello to the chat. Hello to the new members from McCawk with 5 gifted memberships. It says, call up Gary and call him gay. Not for 5 gifted memberships. Gary has 1 million subscribers, okay? We're going to grift off Gary properly, okay? You can't charge to call Gary gay the same you would charge Beardo or Jay. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Ginger, member messages, the best Super Mario World Super Nintendo video game theme. I mean, I like the title screen, and I like the overworld for sure. That game has phenomenal music, as does Super Mario 3, as does the other ones. But the overworld theme is probably going to be my favorite on Super Mario World. I'd have to look at the complete list. Title screen is fantastic, though, as well. But nothing beats Super Mario Galaxy. Nothing beats Super Mario Galaxy. The staff credits song for Galaxy, goated. Goated for sure. Let's see. Gary is high value, is valued higher. Nice try. I heard that. McCock drops 10 gifted memberships. Look at McCock. You guys are a trip. Japanese Demon Lord says, I'm 100% for commies turning themselves into fireworks as long as they keep it in their community. I think we can agree on that. Yeah, man. Like, I didn't have in my 2024 is going to be crazy card how that we were going to have a literally a man set himself on fire in front of the courthouse where the Trump trial is going on. I did not have that one on my crazy bingo card. I mean, what a wild scenario that was. And we're going to play some video of it. I don't know if we're going to be able to play everything that was shown today. I'm going to play a Benny Johnson video, which, by the way, shout out to Benny Johnson. Right before I went live, literally right before I went live, Benny Johnson texts me. And you know what he says? No bullshit. Benny says, what is the 199? I guess people have been in his chat saying 199. So I had to send him the link to the article on the website because we do have an article on the website explaining what the 199 is. So hail to the 199. Everybody knows about the 199. So it's fantastic. That's why I titled it. That's why I titled the article, what is the 199? I probably need to do what is 199. I think that's probably what I need to take the out of it and just put what is 199. But yeah, good stuff indeed. So, and I'm supposed to be on Benny's show next week. I think Wednesday, right after Daily, I'm going to roll right into the Benny show. I think it's on Wednesday. Obviously, for those of you that are watching Geeks and Gamers Daily, you will find out what day that is. But yeah, I think it's on Wednesday is when I'm going to be over on his channel. So I'm looking forward to that. McCock drops 5 more. 5 more. And says, do it. And do it. And you said something else as well. Zinny Biscuit just got back from seeing Atlanta Rhythm Section in concert. They were awesome. What's up, Zinny Biscuit? How the hell are you? Let's see. Creston says, bro, they hid this stream. I had to refresh YouTube just to see that you were live. Yeah, viewers are horrible right now compared to where we normally are at this time. Normally, we are far beyond this. What are we in now? Almost 10 minutes into the stream. We haven't even broken 1,000 viewers. That is weird right there for us. Usually this stream is well over 1,000 viewers. You know what's funny is there's some funny stuff going on YouTube all day. The Joe Rogan Tucker Carlson episode was showing some wild numbers because, I mean, we're talking Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson, all right? And the viewership was wild, if I can find it. Twitter's not even acting right now. I don't even know what the hell's going on with Twitter. I can't even get Twitter to pull up properly right this second. I don't know what's going on these days. Holy crap. Yeah, like nothing on my Twitter is pulling up right now. Wow, everything is falling apart. Oh, here we go. Let's see. All right, so now this one does have a community note on it now that I see, but let's see here. So go to desktop view. So there is a community note on this. Gosh, do I have to? Give me a minute. I don't know why that happens. Right there. Okay, here we go. So if I refresh. So 60 million subscribers released 13 hours ago and has 4,000 views. I know for a fact that this was showing, or when it had 10,000 views, I know for a fact that it was only showing about a little over 4,000 views when I checked it, when it had 10,000 likes. All right, now we got a community note on here. And it says 3 hours after this screenshot, the video was at 325,000 views. Joe's video did not have 4,411 views after 13 hours. YouTube may not immediately update view counts to ensure accuracy. I know for a fact I think that community note is wrong. I think that community note is wrong because when someone screenshotted this and I went to check it, and there was like 10,000 likes on it when I checked it. All right. There was 10,000 likes on it when I checked it, and there was just a touch over 4,000 views when I saw it. Now, again, yes, that does happen from time to time on maybe a lot of channels that aren't used to getting big numbers, but Joe Rogan's used to getting big numbers, okay? That's just a fact. Joe Rogan is 1,000% used to getting big numbers. So I don't that community note I think is bullshit. I don't buy this community note at all. I don't think this community note is legit. I don't buy this one at all because I know when I personally went and looked at it, that is what it was reading. So you know what? Let me go look at it now and see where we're at on Joe Rogan's YouTube channel. Let's see where we are. And has anyone actually watched the podcast? Was it good? Right now, it's showing 1 million views now. So now it's showing 1 million views in 20 hours right here. So right there, 1 million views in 20 hours. Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson breaking the freaking internet once again. So there you go. And I have to imagine this is going to be one of the biggest Joe Rogan experiences ever, considering these are two of the biggest personalities in the industry, on the internet. Those are two of the biggest. So that will be an interesting one to check out indeed. I saw my boy Hayden Wayne for 50 says, Jeremy, you have to clue Benny in on the bridge initiative. If we have a little time tonight to look into a 5-ish minute video in a tweet from Kirsha and the website for Bridge to see what companies are major partners, I think it could shed some light. If you can, how can you link that to me, Hayden? Because Hayden, why aren't you on Twitter, by the way? I don't think you're on Twitter, are you? Why are you not on Twitter? It's the easiest way to send us stuff. Do you have like something against Twitter? I understand if so, but you should be on Twitter. But I am looking forward to having Kirsha on Geeks and Gamers very soon. Eric K's in the chat, so he's on it right there. Let's see where we're at. Kevin Cron says, with Trump being forced to stay in New York, he will make New York competitive and force money from Minnesota and other states. The judge is dumb. The judge is dumb. But that just represents these woke freaks in general. They're all dumb. They're all stupid. They all don't understand that they're just making Trump stronger, and they're making him more relevant. Every single day they're helping him. Every single day they are making people that would not normally support him. That is just the reality of the situation. So they can continue to do that. I saw that this was a clip from Stephen A. Smith, and I guess he's talking about it again. Listen, man, Stephen A., regardless of how many times he tries to talk about this stuff, Stephen A. is always going to back down because he's scared to death to be canceled by the woke mob. So Stephen A. Smith just continues to talk about this stuff, but in reality, he's not going to actually do anything. He's still going to sit there and he's going to support his overlords. Okay, right here. So Stephen A. Responding to Roland Martin. Let's see. I haven't read this whole thing yet. See how the pictures aren't even pulling up? The images aren't even pulling up on my Twitter account. It's taking forever. I have no idea what the hell's going on right now. I hope my internet signal's good. But he says, so Roland Martin says, last night on Sean Hannity's show, Stephen A. Smith opined that African Americans identify and are sympathetic with Trump over him being persecuted by the criminal justice system. I'll address this fallacy tonight. And then Stephen A. says, this is not what I said. And I also was talking about black folks who were supporting Trump, which is certainly not me. You see how he has to say that? He has to let you know, I'm not supporting Donald Trump. Don't cancel me. I'm not supporting Donald Trump. I get so tired of these people like that will clearly they know that Trump is the best answer, but they always have to stop short of it. To go, I'm not supporting Trump. I just need you to understand that. Even though everything that comes out of your mouth says that you actually do want to support Trump, but you're so scared. You're so terrified of the mob coming after you. Okay, so we've got this video right here. Here we go.
When I think about Donald Trump, I think about this case in New York. I mean, I'm looking at the Democrats right now. And again, primarily, I have voted Democrat throughout my life, but I'm utterly disgusted with what I'm seeing because it seems to me that they're trying to use the law in the courts. They've clearly politicized this thing with Donald Trump because they can't come up with a strategy to offset the momentum he's clearly gained. In at least 5 polls, he's up. He's up in the polls over Biden, at least 5 polls that I counted. That's the reality of the situation. Despite the counts against them, the indictments against them, being impeached twice and all of this other stuff, he is the presumptive GOP nominee. And you don't seem to have the issues in your favor, you believe. So because of that, you're going to manipulate the system as best as you possibly can to avoid him possibly running for re-election again. That appears to be their strategy, but I'm here to tell you, it's not working.
And so I guess that's what he was responding to, and how, again, he has to preface, well, I'm not supporting Trump. It's like, clearly you know that Trump is the right answer, but you're too scared to actually commit to it because you know that your lefty mob is going to cancel you. And it's just so pathetic to watch this continue to play out. But this is the left. This is what they do. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Now you literally have a man setting himself on fire in front of the Trump trial. It's wild. The hell is going on, man? And then you've got Baltimore's DEI hire. Netflix presents Baltimore's mayor. Now, the reason I say that is because I got a little bit of heat when I tweeted this out. So I tweeted this out where this was after the bridge collapsed, and Baltimore's mayor comes out there, and so I tweeted Netflix presents Baltimore's mayor. There was like a few people that are like, Jeremy, man, what did he say wrong? I don't see the problem. What's the problem, Jeremy? The problem is he's clearly a DEI hire. He's clearly that. So for all the people that were questioning me when I tweeted this Netflix presents Baltimore's mayor, what do you got to say now? Here's Baltimore's mayor Brandon Scott saying that he will direct COVID relief funds to go to non-white art organizations. Where's all the people out there were telling me, Jeremy, you shouldn't be saying this?
For too long, public dollars have simply just gone to the big names and the big players in town. And dare I say, I know my staff is going to hate this, the big names and big players in town that just happen to be white-ran organizations in Baltimore. This investment made possible through the American Rescue Plan Act. Thank you, President Biden. Thank you to our congressional delegation. Underscores our dedication to ensuring that all artists and communities have equitable access to resources and opportunities in Baltimore.
Yeah. So, let's just say I 1,000% stand by what I said. Fuck this guy, all right? He's a clown. He's a diversity hire. That's what he is, all right? And he's clearly racist. Clearly racist. That's what we're dealing with right now. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I can't believe that he can just sit up there and say that and nobody's going to have a problem with that? Nobody? Oh, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Let's see here. Also, let me see. Let me catch some super chats real quick, and then we will continue on. Fantastic vs. Knox says, so the guy who tried to barbecue himself in New York is, let's see. Where did it go? Oh, yeah. He's like a communist, Bernie bro. Yeah, I saw was there a picture of him wearing a Bernie shirt with, what's his name? What's the guy's name? Was it Newt Gingrich? He's taking a picture with Newt Gingrich, and he's got a Bernie shirt on. There's also a picture of him with Bill Clinton, right? So there's a picture of him with Bill Clinton, and there's a picture with him with Newt Gingrich, and he's wearing a Bernie bro shirt. Want a revolution by breaking into song. Biden, the only POTUS to have two people barbecue themselves. Absolutely. Doug B, come over to Rumble. He says Bumble in this. I don't know if you meant to say Bumble. It's working fine. Can't say the better platform's name in supers. Really? You can't say Rumble in supers on YouTube? Well, Doug B dropped a 50 on Rumble and says, well, their first mistake was watching on YouTube. Just saying. Look at Dougie B. You can't say Rumble? Are you kidding me? That is wild. That is wild. Bernie, bro. More like Bernie, bro. Alex Jones says, Jeremy skipped my super chat. I would never skip your super chat, Mr. Jones. I would never do that. Alex Jones says, Trump betrayed us by throwing Mikey Johnson in a lifeline by backing Ukraine aid, FISA renewal, etc. Still no money for the border. Trump still caving. Yeah, somebody was like commenting me, and they're like, because so it was about a tweet that I had the other day. Let me find this tweet, and I'll show you. I had this tweet right here. Right here. The Biden administration is a fucking disaster. It's unreal. People ask why I always reference Trump. This is why. This shit is serious. They will literally start World War III to keep Trump from taking office. That should tell you everything you need to know. And then somebody was like, well, Trump supports Israel. And? Is that supposed... Of course he supports Israel. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what else he did? He kept us out of war. He had peace in the fucking Middle East. What's the nonsense that people bring to me? What the fuck are you going to do? If you have problems with Trump, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to vote for Biden? You're going to vote for RFK so you can listen to RFK talk? Like that? You're gonna do so you can watch RFK do some fucking push-ups with his fucking shirt off like all these other conservative douchebags? Trump's the only option you motherfuckers got. So you can cry about whatever you want to cry about, but at the end of the day, you got two options. You got Biden, and you can watch RFK do fucking push-ups because he's 70 years old and got some muscles. Okay? It's fucking retarded. I don't give a shit what your problems with Trump are, because guess what? He's the only choice we got. So put aside your bullshit, quit crying to me about it, because I don't really give a fuck. All I want is for us to stop being an endless war. I don't want our economy to fucking fall apart, and I don't want our fucking borders to be open. That's all I care about. Whatever fucking problems you've got with Trump, go cry with the lefties about it, because I don't give a fuck. All right? It's into discussion. Go watch RFK do push-ups with his shirt off and fucking go cheer like a bunch of fucking rhinos. I don't give a shit. But I'm so like, I don't give a damn. Oh, Trump did that. Go fucking light yourself on fucking fire. That's a joke. That's a joke. But good Lord, crying to me about Trump. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to hear that shit. But a lot of people, a lot of lefties will love to hear it, okay? A lot of left-wingers would love to hear you cry about Donald Trump. So go fucking cry about him to somebody who actually wants to hear it, because it ain't me. I have the hard line in the sand. Support Trump, into discussion. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, it's like telling me, well, Trump supports Israel. Yeah, and he kept Israel safe, and he kept the rest of the fucking world safe, too. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing that Trump wants to keep us out of war. It's a good thing that Donald Trump thinks that the United States military should be there in the worst case scenario event. The military is not your own personal army to just go wherever you want to invade and take their oil. Shout out to George W. Bush and Dick Cheney. That's not what the United States military is there to put their lives on the line for. They're there to protect America in the event that there is no other choice. Not because your daddy failed in a war, and so then you wanted to go finish the job, Bush administration, but that's what they think the military's for. I think the military is there to protect America in the event that America is being attacked, or if we have to go on the offensive because there's no other choice. Not because George W. Bush wanted to fix what his daddy failed at and they wanted to go steal a bunch of oil. That's it. So, let me see. But with that said, that was a little bit of a rant, and I don't apologize at all for it. All right, where are we at really quick? Back to supers really quick. See, I skipped ahead to get your super chat, by the way, that sent me on that rant. McCock says, Let's see. Fox, waifu, Kirsha win. What? Kitchen Knife Rescue says, alas, poor prosecutor. I knew him medium well. Axel Jensen, please let the fire rises be the chat in the chat tonight. Okay, so here's what's funny, all right? Whoa, what? Salty got kicked for the fire guy? Salty Stream just got kicked for joking about the fire guy? Oh, shit. That's why we are being massively suppressed right now. I think that's why we're being massively suppressed on YouTube right now, because, yeah, we have never been this. We haven't been this low in views all year long. Damn, that is wild. That is wild. Holy crap! I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it was a horrible situation, but let's be real. The media is the reason that people's minds are so warped to the place that they are warped into. That's really what this comes down to. The media's minds have warped people and have sent them into like a crazy situation. And the fact that a former president of the United States of America, who's also the front runner to become the next president of the United States of America, is having to be in that situation day in and day out. And you've got crazy people around him. It's crazy, man. It's insane that they're putting Trump in that situation. It really is. And, man, by the way, before we went live, I saw a lot of Bane one-liners. I just want you guys to know that nothing makes me happier than to know that I have people watching this that can drop constant Bane quotes in my chat. It's the greatest thing ever, all right? Constant Bane quotes for the win. Thank you guys for the Bane quotes. And Willie freaking Will just dropped 20 gifted memberships. You mad lad. 20 gifted memberships. And Dougie B on Rumble says, so how's about we get Jay in here tonight? Drunk 3PO. Do you guys want Drunk 3PO in here? We can make that happen. I can make that happen. If you guys want a little bit of Drunk 3PO in here, we could probably make that happen. Jay, is he in the chat? Jay? Sally Ito with 5 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Yeah, gifties are flying. Doug B's dropping bombs over on Rumble. We got almost 300 people over on Rumble. Do you feel in charge? I love the Bane quotes, dude. Bane quotes are the best thing that has ever happened to the internet and the world in general. Bane is one of the most quotable characters, like, ever. And I do unapologetically love The Dark Knight Rises. All right, let me go to BRB just for a minute so I can get the link. I don't want the link to show up on screen. Give me just a second. It literally won't take me, but just a quick sec. So give me just a minute. Okay. All right, let's see if Jay is around. Jay, I'm sending it to your Twitter. It's a Zoom link, Jay, not StreamYards. So it's a Zoom link. I don't know if you're around, but the chat has demanded you. I didn't even grift it. I didn't even say, like, I need this much money to get Jay in here. I didn't even grift it, especially after what he did to me the other day. That's what's bad about it, all right? I didn't even grift it. Can you believe that? Holy crap, I didn't even grift it. That is a sad, sad situation. I am the worst grifter in the world. Didn't even grift Jay. Deflect for 50. Hey guys, weird error going on with Super Chats. It seems to add an extra 0 to whatever amount you put in. I am not affected because I'm so tech savvy. Anyway, enjoy this $5 Super Chat. Okay, that was funny. That was funny right there. Okay. That was good. Thank you, Deflect. Appreciate that. Jeremy losing his edge on grifting. It's pretty bad, and I do apologize. It's embarrassing. It really is. Willie Will says, chat, peace, and love to all. Willie Will showing the Snake Pit some love. Thank you, Willie Will. We appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and your family are doing well, man. Jeremy sucks at both Titanfall and grifting. Now, that's downright rude, okay? That's downright rude. I don't know if, Jay, I haven't really brought a lot of people in. I don't know what my Zoom settings are, so if you are backstage, can you please just message me on Twitter and let me know? Because I don't know if I have it prompted to automatically add you or if I have to manually add you. So please just let me know if you're backstage. Just message me on Twitter and let me know. I don't know how that works. Dave Chandler says, bring the Pooh Bear murderer in here. I guess they want Jay. I don't know if Jay's even available, okay? I have no idea. So we will see. In the meantime, let's... well, I want to wait for Jay to get here if we're going to talk about... I got to be careful talking about this whole freaking dude setting himself on fire now, apparently. YouTube yeeted. Are we sure that they yeeted Salty for that? Because... Or did he end his stream to push everybody to Rumble? Because he does that a lot. So I just want to make sure we're sure about that. Golden Nugget says, Soft Ground Wrestling, Uganda, Lord White, worth it. I'm going to have to check some of this out. Mikey MFJ at Lags says, bro, have you seen Don't Walk Run Productions? He has some superb news coverage. Like, he goes in on the fact checking. Also, never knew you knew Gothics. Yeah, we've had Gothics on the channel a few times. I'm not familiar with the other person you mentioned, but yeah, we've been friends with Gothics for a long time now. Figure Nagget for a 199 says, hail the 199. Insert Melanie Mac word. McHawk says, chat. Who's your Oshi and waifu? Tell me now, 199 mofo. Look at there. Salty's power went out. Okay. So YouTube did not yeet him. Okay. Got it. Lord of the Rings says, Trump trial has me all fired up. But damn, Burning Bro didn't have to go that far. Yeah. The whole thing is really, truly, like, it's fucked. So I don't know how long Jay's going to be. So let's just talk about this. All right. 98% of people who obsess over fascism in 2024 are mentally ill. The other 2% are communist. The man who lit himself on fire. So right here is him with a picture of Big Willie style Bill Clinton. Then we have this right here. And he's talking about his politics. And he says that I'm a huge proponent of left unity. I believe that only the left has the power to build a united movement to enact meaningful change. And the worst part of it was this one. So this was on his Instagram. Right here. And yeah, this is what he had to say.
Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. You've got nothing to lose.
Mentally ill. Okay? Mentally ill, ladies and gentlemen. Is he back here? How do you do this? I don't know how to fucking add people on here. It says there's 2 participants. How the fuck do I add people on here? I don't even know how to do it. Manage participants. Admit. There he is. Okay. There we go. All right. It says no signal, Jay. Your camera's gone.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, shoot. My green screen ain't going to work, is it?
It should. There's green screen options on here, just like... Well, your green screen's not up, Jay. You got to pull your green screen up
it's
to
like...
work. Now turn. Now go into the settings, and you can do the whole thing, get your green screen turned on. In the meantime... What? Have you never used Zoom before?
No. Like once or twice. I don't see any settings anywhere.
Yes, Jay. So if you go over to video, stop video, there's a little arrow next to stop video. Hit that arrow and it pops up all of your options. Okay?
Oh, okay.
There you go. And then you can turn your video filter on. So I like how he says my green screen's not going to work and he didn't even have his green screen up.
Yeah.
What do you think about today's craziness, Jay?
It's terrible. This is where we are. This is the second. Well, there's probably more, but this is like the second incident of someone doing that to themselves. So, it's like it's I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, this is where we are. And these people are insane. They are like absolutely freaking crazy. And this is pretty much who we're up against. These people that have, like, I don't know if you consider this being brainwashed or whatever. I'm trying to be careful because I heard what you were saying earlier.
No, Salty's power went out, so they didn't yeet him for that. So, but my views are weird tonight. So they are very weird tonight. Look at there, Geeks and Gamers newsroom. There we go.
Nice blue shirt to really mix and match and look terrible. So no, I opened up social media and of course it's all over the place and it's like terrible. It's terrible what happened. And then you played that video of him singing like Start a Revolution and all that stuff, and it's like I just sit back and literally go, have these people just really been that brainwashed to think that this is what they have to do?
I think so.
That's insanity, man. Like, it's just crazy. Like, this is what we have to do now. This is what we have to do. And did you see that tweet I put in from the congressman in the CobraCast chat?
No, but if you want to share your screen, because I don't know what's going to do, but if you want to share your screen and share it.
I don't know if we should. I don't know if it's like.
We'll have fun with it.
Do we laugh at this or like?
Oh,
so
no.
This is.
Listen, the fire rises, okay, and so that's our theme for tonight. So we are Bane posting tonight. If anyone knows what Bane posting is, if you don't know what Bane posting is, now you do. If you just Google Bane posting, it's a lot of memes of The Dark Knight Rises and CIA, which is the guy that he meets in the beginning of the movie with the plane scene. I'm CIA, and there's all types of memes and all this shit.
Says host has disabled participant from sharing his screen.
Oh fuck. Hang on.
He's muted me.
No, I didn't.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, from sharing.
Who can share it? There we go. All right. There we go. Now you should be able to.
Okay. Here we go.
There you go.
Can you see it?
Yeah, but they can't see us now. Hang on. This is weird.
Here, let me stop sharing it. There, we're back.
Yeah,
right?
Zoom's not StreamYard, so let's just say that. So, but I don't normally bring guests on here, and Jay's fucked up the whole process, okay? And I didn't even grift super chats off of him. I didn't even.
Well,
grift
somebody paid like before. That's how I was told.
Yeah, but you streamed over me yesterday, stole all of my super chat.
I didn't mean to do that, man. It was kind of I learned from the best. Is all I have to say.
You did. But no, seriously. So this guy today, the scenario was wild because essentially we had the mainstream media and everybody was out there because Trump's there at his trial and they're getting all of this coverage. And all of a sudden, this guy sets himself on fire. And the CNN reporter, it's weird because as soon as it started, she goes, we have a mass shooting. And then she goes, oh, there's a guy, she said, and I was like, there's part of me that just wants to believe that she was just panicking because it was a chaotic situation. There's another part of me that was like, is there supposed to be a mass shooter?
Yeah.
In the near future? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like,
if the media proves anything, you can't trust them and what they're doing, especially CNN. I mean, listen, it's even hard to like see what's going on with Fox at times too, and it's just like they have the media is definitely controlled. We talked about that before, so it's like it's hard to trust them in anything, and everything that they do should be questioned 100%. It just should be.
Yes,
it should be
agreed.
questioned because they definitely do not have this country in their best interest.
Yes,
they have their own agendas in their best interest. They think that there was a time, I think, before Trump was in office, the media had this power, and they knew they had this power that they can, control the way things go. And so politicians fell in line to just kiss the feet of these reporters and stuff like that. I think after the first election when Trump won, when he's just like, it's all fake news. And then everybody started saying it and everyone started believing it and the ratings started going down. They're starting to lose their grip on what they were doing to the American people with just like false reporting and just like trying to swing public opinion and stuff like that. They don't really have that much anymore. I mean, there are people that will listen, to them, sadly, but anything that they do should be questioned. Even something like that. Yeah, it just should be questioned, So, yeah, I don't blame anybody for having those thoughts.
And I think that, by the way, Dave Chandler dropped 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. Doug B with another 50 says, I take full responsibility. We want Jay.
It's a little different than Tuesday night's main event. That's
a little
for sure.
different. A little different for sure.
Well, Representative Mike Collins tweeted, like, underneath this guy's video, he just says, well, he better not try that again.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And I'm like, so there's reports from what I understand, because I was on Friday Night Tight, so I didn't get to see a lot of what was going on. He was alive when they got to the hospital, correct? And he died in the hospital?
Yeah. Well, his body was
alive.
So the last footage that I saw was, there's actually a better camera angle of a guy that was right next to him who recorded it. And it's disgusting, right? And so when they finally wrapped him up with a towel or whatever it was, a blanket, and it looked awful, whatever it was. And it's like, there's no way. If he's still alive, I'd be shocked if he survived a couple days. His body was like moving a little bit, like when it was on the stretcher and they put him in the ambulance. And but it's like, that was pretty much it. So I don't think we have a confirmation that he's dead, though.
Have simply just gone
anywhere.
To the big name.
Yeah, the Twitter videos are audio playing in my fucking ear right now. So,
yeah, I don't think, and I can't see our chat, our amazing snake pit chat, because this is Zoom, so I can't see our awesome chat.
You don't have two screens?
I do, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you can put the chat on one screen, right? And then you can be on the other. You know how that works, right?
Man, I look like I gained like 50 pounds on Zoom, man. This is awful, man. Like, what? Now that I see myself on YouTube, I look fatter than normal. I gotta like scoop back a little bit. I got a puffy shirt on. It's like, holy crap, man.
Wisdom prevails. So, for 50, says this man is speaking the truth. Bring Jay on more. I will
appreciate it.
Snake Pit's favorite personality to join us is Drunk 3PO, Jay.
Well, I get on those education rants, man, because it's just like, it is just disgusting. And, what is happening. And, like if we talk about like overall government and how we got here, I believe it started with our education system way back in the 70s and 80s. And you had these freaky, stupid college professors, tainting Barack Obama or whatever it is, and like raising up these people that got elected. And from then on, now all that stuff has educated these crazy public school teachers that have like infested our public education, and then they make TikTok videos on how, today I'm teaching the kindergarten kids about their identity and all that stuff. It's like, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. Like, they just, why even post that on TikTok? But they do. They get away with it and all that. It's like, this whole system just needs to be, it's got to be torn down so it can be built back up better. I see you, chat. I see you now, chat. Pork 3PO, all that stuff. Chef Boy RJ, I see you, man. It's all right. Let me have it.
Shadow Saiyan says, Jeremy, quick, call someone and tell them they're gay.
Are we still doing
All
that?
right, I guess I got to call Gary because McCock was sending. All right, let me call Gary. Fucking hell. Hang on. Let's see here. He's going to be like, what the fuck are you calling me for?
He's probably asleep.
Who fucking cares?
Or he might just call you gay and hang up.
What the fuck do you want?
I'm live on CobraCast, Gary.
I know you are.
We had a few people want me to, call you and just ask how you're doing.
Tell you you're gay. Just go ahead, get it over with. Hope you got a big super chat for it.
It really wasn't that big. Yeah, it's like for $50.
Then fuck that. No.
And some gifted memberships. We got some gifted memberships too, so you're probably around $100, 125.
Is that all I'm worth now?
Yeah, I tried to get a little more. I tried to get a little more.
I'm a little disappointed.
Didn't they already have you for hours today?
Yeah.
Well, the Snake Pit and the CobraCast chat just wanted you to know you're gay.
Oh, Gary, thank you for the $50.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
I like how he already knew. He already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, I think all of us. Jeremy calls me, and I'm like, he goes, no, I'm not calling to say you're gay, even though you are. We got to talk about something else.
Oh, man. I love it. There's so many dumb things that happen around here, man. It's just crazy.
People only knew. One of these days, one of us will write a book, and people are like, I can't believe it.
I know. It's one of those things, but you know what? It's fun, and that's all that really matters, right, Jay? See, what would happen if I did I wonder what would happen if I did the desktop view. Okay, I can kind of share my screen. You won't see it, but that won't work really. And if I did that, yeah, I'll just have to keep it full screen.
I won't stay too long. I'll let you, get back to your show.
No, you're good. You're good.
All that stuff with all the craziness that's going on. And then, while it's all happening, we have our president, who should be president right now, in a courtroom on the stupidest things ever. Because you know what's going to happen. Once he gets off on this one, they'll just figure out a way to put him back into another courthouse.
That's all they're going to do. They're going
to try to prolong this because their thought process is if he can't get out towards the people, he'll lose, right? That's what's going to happen. But they're so dumb to know that the more that they do this, the popular he gets. It's just I'm sitting back these people don't understand, man.
I know.
Like how dumb they are.
Christian Rocker says, drunk CobraCast every Friday. Hey, Jay did a great job that Friday of hosting when I was driving. So.
Except that's when the Brian Kennel was born. So
That's right. And that's a good thing as far as I'm concerned. But, yeah, I mean, if you think that it's going to stop with this one, it's not. But this might be the only trial that they can actually push forward to get it to go before the election. So that's why they're hanging everything on this one.
Of course.
And it is so crazy to me, man. My mind cannot comprehend how we live in a country where a former president and the front runner for the next president of the United States, who's also a billionaire, who's also been one of the most famous human beings alive for the past 30 or 40 years. My mind cannot comprehend how he is in this situation when he's done nothing wrong. How is this possible? I don't get it. I don't understand how this is fucking happening. My mind cannot understand it. How do we live in a world, in a country where this is actually happening? And again, it just goes to show you it doesn't matter who you are. People can sit here and think Jeremy, you should do this. You have 100,000 subscribers, or Gary should call this out. He's got 1 million. We ain't shit. Donald Trump right now at this point in time, and probably for the past 10 years, would you say that there's any human being on the planet that's more famous? No. He's the most famous human being on the planet. He's the most recognizable human being on the planet. For the previous 30 years, before those 10, he was one of the most recognizable human beings on the planet, and he was beloved by all the people that are going after him right now.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. It's like they all wanted his money. They all wanted a picture with him. They all wanted his endorsement for their TV shows, for their music, whatever it was. They all wanted to stay in the Trump Tower. But as soon as he ran, they're like, he's the worst person in the world. Like, come on, man.
Yep. It's really strange, and it's scary. It's honestly scary. Yes, Michael Jackson's another classic example of someone that they just completely were hell-bent on destroying and throwing under the bus and everything. And they did everything they could to defame him and destroy him and take him down. And whether that's the thing that ultimately, ended him, I don't know. I can honestly say that, that's where the difference in Trump and everybody else is Trump's got to be the most mentally strong person I've ever seen. At his age, but he also has something inside of him that a lot of people, they don't. Like he's always loved like a good fight to win, and he's like in the fight of his for everything. He wouldn't have ran for president if he didn't think he was going to win. He's just not. He just wouldn't have done that. And it's just who he is as a person. He's done everything. Even having a television show and things like that, like he's just always been unconventional, and like he just never cared what people said. It's like, you can't do that. Just go run your business. You can't do that. You failed at this one, so you can't do this one. You can't do that. And this drive to constantly want to win, and it really feeds him. So it's like he's in a pretty big fight now, which I know it's pretty awesome to see how confident he is. It's a good sign. This stupid court thing that they have him run through, it's like ridiculous. But I think it just gets him going every morning to wake up, and that's awesome, because ALX reposted a tweet that Donald Trump did when he was president, and it's like, this is the kind of leadership that we need. It was back when it's one of Trump's famous presidential tweets where he was like, I just heard Kim Jong-un said that he has a button next to his table, a new button. He goes, I want him to know I got a bigger button and it works. Like, that's like, what president would ever say that to a crazy world leader? Yep.
Like over there in Korea, and it's like he did. Yeah. And you know what happened? He invited him out there, and they sat down and they talked and whatever, the first president to step across the border of Korea over there.
Yep.
All that stuff. And like, that's the kind of leadership that we need. We don't need this crybaby, like, I don't know what's going on. I'm out of touch of the world and all this stuff. And I said that, I've said this before, and like I can ramble on again. It is amazing to me when there are literal facts right in front of their face, and you have our president that's there now that will go in front of the world and just say, the economy is better than it's ever been. Gas prices are at their best rate ever. More people are buying homes than ever. Grocery bills are down. And you're like, where are you getting this information from? And they just lie to everyone. They just throw it out there and just say, we're just going to lie about everything and just tell everybody that it's great. Right? Mm-hmm. Even though you literally could just go to the grocery store or go wherever and know that things ain't that great. Things ain't that great for a lot of people. And this is who they are. So they don't want to lose that kind of stuff, man. Like that's why they're scared to have this guy in office. They didn't like him in office 4 years ago. They didn't want him thumbing through all these reports that he might discover something and throw it out there. It's sad. But being a politician is a business now. It should never have been. Politicians on both sides of the coin, Republican and Democrat, go in and they leave multi-gazillionaires, only
Shout
for like
to
4 to 6 years being in, whatever it is. And it's like, that can't be. They're supposed to be public servants. It's not supposed to be looked at as and this is why certain people stay in forever. because they're making millions of dollars as a politician. It's like, I mean, all you got to do is look at the numbers. They don't lie. How come nobody ever brings that up? Ever. They never want to do it. Listen, Marco Rubio, he's a guy in Florida. He's a Republican. Guy went into office. I mean, you could look it up. His value was about $300,000. He's now worth almost $4 million. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. Like, I'm not trying to accuse it, but there's a reason people go into politics on both sides of the coin and they come out filthy rich. It's wild to me. It's freaking wild to me. So
yeah, and little Marco is rumored to be one of Trump's top considerations.
I wasn't trying to throw anybody in the bus. I'm just pointing it out that it's not just Democrats either.
I don't like Marco Rubio. I don't like
the
Marco
whole
Rubio
system.
at all.
The whole system needs to be like overhauled because they are elected by the people. They're supposed to be public servants and they're supposed to serve term limits, which I think term limits should be across the board from top to bottom. Even some judges. So it's like, and yet they go in and they make it a career, not public service. They make it a career to build a business or their brand or their name or whatever it is, and they leave out. They leave their communities worse off, and they leave filthy rich. There's no difference than that in dictatorship. In this, my humble opinion, it's like that's evil, that's criminal, and they all find their way around it. Listen. You want to see Republicans and Democrats come together? Wait till that they have to vote on a pay raise. You'll never see Democrats and Republicans. You go check the votes. They all come together for that pay raise, boy. I'll tell you that. But everything else, they'll fight here and there and everything else. But when it comes time to that, hey, we're gonna give ourselves an 8% pay raise. We'll all vote yay. Like, come on, man.
Yep.
And you have someone like Trump that comes in that will he'll crack that system up. He'll look at stuff and they don't like that. They don't like an insider and they want to keep it within the family. Don't get it twisted. They want to keep it within the family, So it's like they're all part of this family, these politicians. It's like, yeah, I'll talk bad about you, but we'll make millions on this war. So it's like one of those things. Sorry, it's my opinion. Not speaking for anybody else. I could be dead wrong, but all I got to do is look at the numbers, and it looks wild to me.
Look who's here.
Does he know anything about politics?
He's black.
I'm running for president in 2028, bro.
he's black.
I'm running for president.
He's black. He just votes. He votes against Trump. Just no matter what.
Always blue. Yeah, back to blue forever. I'm only half, so you vote blue one year and you vote red the next.
Jeremy brings the black person on without any money. But the white person, he needs to get paid.
Okay,
I just want to throw that out there.
First of all.
Well, chat, just know what's going on.
I'm
exposing it all.
I got a $2 super chat requesting
$2, bro. How do you say no to that, bro?
So I got a $2 super chat to request.
The entire chat
Mike.
just says fart.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike, for those that don't know, where do you land on all this? Because you know us is a heavy political show, but like I don't. Me and you've never actually talked politics. Shocking. I know you don't have you don't align with Democrats or Republicans. I know that much.
No, I'm not. I've never really been. I mean, I definitely lean more conservative. I think that anybody. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not, I'm trying not to be reductive to say it, but like anybody that's sane, you either are like a centrist or you're lean conservative now. I don't think there's anybody within a working brain that can like be out there and say, yeah, no, I totally, like, I still lean pretty hard left. I mean, you when you see people like Bill Mayer still being like, yeah, I don't know, the left is kind of crazy. You're like, what? Like, what's going on out there? But yeah, I probably am a little bit more center. I mean, I think that there's growing up black and poor does definitely give you a certain perspective on, I don't know, certain social policies and things like that. But as I got older and you start to realize how a lot of those social policies are built to keep certain cultures and certain groups of people in a victim mentality, so they constantly vote a certain way, it gets pretty scary. And I mean, if I wasn't already more center to like leaning right, I would have moved that way for sure when they started dealing with like, oh, well, black people don't have IDs, and so we don't need to have IDs to vote and stuff, and how they kind of talk down to the black community like they're the stupidest people on the planet. So it's kind of wild.
Yeah, and of course you are in Michigan.
Yeah.
You think Trump's got a shot in Michigan?
I wish I could say yeah, but here's the thing. Like, yeah, I don't talk politics a lot, but over here, our current governor, oh man, what is her fucking name again? Gretchen Whitmer. Yeah.
Yep.
So she was the front runner over here she was what I was told and what I understood, she was actually going to be, she was the front runner for vice president. And they were like, yo, she made a lot of moves, and like during 2020, she went to battle against the Supreme Court of Michigan about her lockdown policies and a lot of stuff, and she started passing all these like policies for like poor people, and passing all these pro anti-LGBTQ like policies and all this anti-harassment stuff, and she was doing it all like during 2020 and then 2021 and stuff. But a lot of people were believing that she was making a bid for president or vice president, and yeah, apparently she was a front runner. And then somebody got in Biden's ear and was like, yeah, it can't just be a woman, it's got to be a black woman. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna vote a black woman in office. And she basically got told that she wasn't going to be the one.
The oppression Olympics.
Yeah, the oppression Olympics. Yeah, it wasn't enough that she was a woman. So I honestly think that she's still got that bug. I don't know if she's going to try to go for vice president, but I think she's got bigger political aspirations. And there was a whole thing,
man. It's a full-time hustle.
Well, it's wild because we're locked in our homes and stuff, and then there was all this, she was going to battle against the Supreme Court about her policies and how in overstepping her governmental reach, and then all of a sudden, magically, there's this like plot to kidnap her. Like they're like, oh, these crazy redneck, like Republicans and extreme right wingers are out there, and they're trying to kidnap the governor, and they're going to break into her office and kidnap her and stuff like that. And it's like all of her political, opponents got quiet. They were all like, oh, this is awful. We shouldn't be violent. We shouldn't do all that stuff. It's terrible. Oh, and it's like all of the people that opposed her, like magically shut up and stopped talking about it. And then 2 years later, you find out that all of these guys either worked for the CIA or worked for they worked for like the FBI, and they all were like all these people that worked in governmental agencies, and they're the ones getting arrested, and they were all like in on it. It was like a whole fucking scam to just get the heat off of her because she was in a lot of trouble. And now nobody talks about it at all, and she just gets to kind of do whatever she wants now. It's like she I don't know, outdicked all the people in Michigan. And a lot of these, unfortunately, a lot of people running for office are kind of pussies. So,
yeah, they absolutely are. And then we got people setting themselves on fire in New York.
I got to do something,
man.
Yeah.
What?
This is for you, Legion of Memers. Yep.
Oh, no.
I just gotta do this for them.
I don't know what's about to happen. Should I be scared?
No,
I'm scared.
Oh, so they can meme you?
Yeah, they got a terrible crusty picture of me, so I'm gonna give them a couple one. I just tweeted out, I'm like, let me give you a couple good ones.
Here. I think I can full screen you. Hang on. Let me see if I can full screen you.
He's trying to help himself out. He's trying to
spotlight for everyone. There we go.
He's trying to give himself better meme. He's like, get good pictures.
Oh, what the hell's going on here? I don't know how to. Oh, here, a remove spotlight. All right, you almost done, Jay? Good Lord.
So good, bro. They're still gonna take like the worst pictures they can find of Jay though, and just post them all over. Somebody said in the chat that they thought I was down by Detroit. No, I'm on the West Michigan side. I'm over in West Michigan, but it's weird where I'm at. It's like the farther north you go, it's all Trump country. Like the whole place. There's even a place we call it's called Trump City. And this guy took like this old, took a bunch of old abandoned buildings and he painted them white and just painted Trump all over them. And they're just covered with Trump signs everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this place? But the farther south you get, it gets into really wealthy territory, and they're all like fucking like soft milquetoast, like super left-wing people, and they're all like, oh, I'm super wealthy and I don't want to be bothered and blah blah blah, but I care about all this like social justice bullshit.
Shout out Rippa in the chat.
Yeah, so it's kind of wild, but I don't live
Rippa
in
the
Detroit.
chat.
Yeah,
Rippa in the chat.
You know, as you were talking about, Trump. I mean, you're talking about Gretchen Whitmer and basically, and then Jay was talking earlier about like how you have these career politicians and all that, and it really it makes me think about like the fact that Rippa truly is the Trump of comics, because he's this outsider who came in and just took over, and every fucking body hates him because of it, like in the comics world. Like that's Trump. Trump never had.
And then you get hate. You get hate for affiliation.
Yes.
No one cared a single crap about me till he announced those part on Rip Ascend.
Yes.
And now like people are sending me weird messages like, you know he's gonna steal all your money, right? You know that, right? I've got details. And I'm like,
and I got a problem.
Yeah.
So Rippa is so successful, and Gary, who just hit Mr. 1 million, they got fucking people making puppets of them.
Yeah.
I ain't got no fucking puppet.
Where the fuck's Jeremy's puppet?
You know, as a puppet?
Who?
Jay,
you have
Jay
a puppet? What
He
the
does.
fuck, man?
Jay has a puppet.
Jay has a puppet, and I don't have a puppet.
Yeah, what you have to do is you have to go after that person.
I'm gonna be honest.
You just got to go after him on Twitter.
The puppets are funny as fuck.
I know.
Yeah.
They're fucking funny, dude.
I was like, when all this is said and done, I'm hoping he could mail me mine.
I really want a puppet, dude.
I was like, can he just send it to me?
Maybe if I'm talking about Rippa, because they always clip every time I talk about Rippa. So will this get me a puppet? Like, I really want a fucking puppet, dude. Like,
you just got to talk shit about the puppet guy.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So
yeah, where the fuck's my puppet? Yeah, I get it. I'd be mad. Yeah, I've seen Jay's puppet. Yeah. Everybody's got a all the
Gary's is like Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead. MCU Star Wars is dead.
The whole fucking song. I was like, oh,
mine would probably be like Brie Larson. Woke.
You know what mine does? Nothing. Says nothing.
Yeah, it just sits there. It's pretty good, bro.
Oh shit. It's so fucking funny, bro.
It is.
Oh.
But anyway, Rippa truly has just like, he's just walked in the door and he's just dominated, and holy fuck, dude, like, it's crazy. So hail to Rippaverse. And yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, man. The internet's the internet. If you can't fucking laugh at shit, then you are in the wrong world, man. Yeah. I think it's funny. And when I found out about the puppets, I was like, what the fuck? I don't have one. Jay has a fucking puppet and I don't have one.
Mine's just quiet. They need to have mine say like, "Can you get me on FNC? Can someone get me on FNC?" Or something like. Usually they do like Gina Carano stuff, which is funny, but like, let's move past. Let's do a new one.
My puppet. I don't know what I mean. Yeah, I mean the Brie Larson joke. Fuck Naughty Dog. Kathleen Kennedy's evil. Some bullshit like that. You know. Probably joke about how I mess up super chats, but that's also a Gary one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no, it's got to be derivative of like them being angry with you for calling out these corporations and calling out woke. So yeah, probably would be Brie Larson. That's probably the top one.
Yeah, I think so too. 1-800 Danky's in the chat. Who again? So the difference is the dude that makes the puppets hates us. Like, he fucking hates us. It doesn't matter. It's still funny. Danky actually, at least I think Danky likes us. Danky makes us look worse than any fucking puppet shows ever look. Holy fuck.
Like, Danky does not play.
Danky makes us look so much worse than any puppet show. Like, those things.
My goodness gracious, bro. The As one, like, I fucking died, bro. I was like, what? And then Jay, like, his eyes, like, how they just, like, start to, like, drift apart for no reason.
I got, like, a giant dent in my head. And I'm like, it's so great.
And Beardo's, I think I counted 6 notches on his fucking forehead, bro.
Danky sent, like, we were live for IT, and Danky sent, like, tagged us. He goes, the new video's coming up. And he did a still shot of, like, Beardo, and we pulled it up, and we were looking at, like, all the all the freaking stuff on his back wall. You know, it's like, I got autism, I got this.
The Ripper was funny, but man, you're fucking retarded, man. You're fucking retarded.
The best line of that
He's so fucking
Ripper's
big.
jacked. Ripper's jacked too. I'm
Huge
like,
fucking
what?
shoulders and shit. Yeah.
I think the best line was like when it was at the very end. I was like, Ripper's never coming back on that because they don't do this on the Blaze. And that's when Ripper, he couldn't hold his laughter anymore. He's like, it's like so true.
Shit.
It is, right? You're absolutely right. It's the internet, man. If you're gonna put yourself out on the internet, you better best be ready.
Yeah, man. I just, at the end of the day,
you better laugh at it because the internet is undefeated. It always will be.
The way So I found all this shit happened the other day with fucking Gary's wife and the guy that makes the puppets was going after her and shit. And so I started looking further into all of it, and I was just like, this is fucking amazing. And I was thinking about like how I think that I was fine. I was like, I was looking and I was like, where the fuck am I? You know what I mean? Az has got one. Obviously Ripper's got one because he's the #1 target. But I was like, where the fuck am I? And then I saw Jay's got one just sitting around. I forgot you did that. Because, right, I saw the one with you, but I didn't see you. And then until you're like, I'm in there. And it's because you're just sitting there and don't say shit. Your puppet didn't say anything, right? Yeah.
That's my character on FNC. I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Ryan doesn't have one either. G&G got to step it up.
I'm surprised
man.
that Ryan doesn't have one yet. You'd have thought Ryan would have got one first, but
yeah, I'm trying to remember who else. But at the end of the day,
Az got one. Razorfist has got one now.
Yeah, but it's very flattering that we are at that point where we are hated to the point where people are willing to make fucking what was that show back in the day? The puppet show?
Crank Yankers?
Crank Yankers.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, Crank Yankers.
Yeah, Crank Yankers.
Yes. So, but I do hope that I get one. I really, really do hope. I will play that motherfucker. You put me on a fucking puppet show, I'll play that motherfucker on CobraCast.
Yeah.
I'll 1000% do it. But yeah, apparently EVS is paying these guys to fucking make puppets of it. So a famous comic book artist is now to the point where he's paying people. He's paying people to make puppets of us because he doesn't like us. Holy shit! What a life I am living. Right
well, maybe that's why you haven't got one because he says he likes you all the time. He goes, "I love Jeremy. Jeremy's great." No, when he did the Razor Fist one, he's like, "I can't because me and Razor Fist are friends. I can't do this. Please don't." And they were like, no, you have to fucking play it. You can't just let it sit and stuff. And then he played it, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. I disavow this. I'm not part of this. I've taken it too far." I'm like, bro, just let it fucking happen.
It's wild.
It's shit's hilarious, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah, I love it.
By the way, we did get a $50 super chat, and it doesn't have Jay's name in it. It's got Mike's name, and it says Doug B for 50. Says for Epic Mike, feeling gassy.
Yeah. Always, bro.
Mod Eric also with a big $1 super chat says for my Epic Mike's appearance.
Whole $1, bro.
Hayden Wayne for 50 says Whitmer is a tyrant who locked people in their homes, killed elderly people who wouldn't let people even go out on Lake Michigan. Then her husband tried to take his boat out, and based dock owner denied him. She's the type of tyrant that hydrates the tree.
Yeah. Yeah,
Democrats,
she's a bitch.
Democrats in general, man, they're just awful. By the way, Blackguard dropped 10 gifted memberships as well. Let's freaking go. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. And yeah, we obviously this is I do feel like CobraCast Fridays is a more of a wild card show, you know. So like tonight, obviously we got Jay and we got Mike hopping on here, super cool, and that's what I like about this show. Like, I am not going to get into like a lot of like bullshit unless I'm asked about it or whatever. But like, I'm not going to get into a lot of bullshit like on the drama side of stuff on Geeks and Gamers and all of that. I don't really want to get into it here much on CobraCast because I'm not going to respond to the heavy majority of shit that's out there because ultimately I know why it's out there. But like some of it's just so damn funny, you know. And so I had to like. The puppet shit's funny. Like, I'm sorry, it's fucking funny.
It's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
And so it's one of these things that it's part of the internet. The internet's going to be the internet, and all I have to ask myself is, would I laugh at this regardless? And the answer would be yes. I would laugh at this regardless.
I laugh at everything, man.
I was going to send you a thing real quick, Jeremy. Just a picture I think is kind of telling about like the state of fucking Whitmer and her Michigan shit.
All right, I can't share it. I could put it over my screen right now, but if I share it, it's weird to share on Zoom.
Oh, that's right, because Zoom is different.
Yeah.
Actually, like, talk about like memes. The memes about the fire guy.
Dude, the memes about the fire dude are fucking insane. If you want to go, just go to Machiavelli memes on Twitter, and what was another one? Machiavelli. A lot of the Dilly meme team are man. They're crazy, man. They're wild. I clearly can't show them because it's the actual dead body of the dude burnt, and they're just memeing the fuck out of it. And it's like, this is the internet. Holy shit, man. This is the internet. You know what I mean? And you just got to roll with it. And so I would just say, obviously, if you're this guy's family, it's obviously awful.
100.
You know, but I don't think that, how do I word this? It's obviously awful that you're having to see him in this state, but the actions he took, I think, are far awful than any memes that are out there, because of this guy was clearly deranged, clearly out of his mind. I mean, he was not stable in any way, shape, or form. And I don't know what his overall goal was here. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish. But it does feel like the mainstream and the government and Hollywood and big tech have really sent this guy to another planet, that he just was not operating on the same planet. And wait a minute. He can't wait. He's not dead. What?
That's what I'm seeing.
He's not dead. That's crazy. No.
Shit, bro.
No.
He must have had like some fire resistance.
Bro, he better show up in WWE if he ain't dead.
Bro, for real. He just does all these stunts. He can't die. That's what he found out. He's like, oh man.
He's not dead? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen a statement where he died.
I was hearing them talk about him in the past tense. There's no... Okay, I got to look this shit up. Hang on. Look it up, guys. Look it up. See if you can find something on this. This is wild. So he's not dead?
I'm looking at it 3 hours ago. Here we go.
This guy should have a YouTube channel. If he went live, he would get a lot of super chats after this.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Deadpool unlocked. Oh, God. Oh.
I'm trying to find if he's still alive or not yet. I don't know.
Oh, my God. I need it confirmed.
Yeah,
I need it confirmed. He's just mostly dead.
Yeah, he's mostly dead.
It's Kane.
I can't get anything.
I can't find anything about whether he's
really
dead yet.
All it says is man set himself on fire.
Yeah, but they haven't said that he's dead yet, though.
All right, 5 hour ago. Let's see. Man, here it is. Man is in critical condition.
What?
Wow.
From the Washington Post. After setting himself on fire, where Trump trial is being held.
He's still alive. Oh, there's no
that
way.
was
Okay,
6 hours ago.
Laura
article.
Loomer. Okay, go to Laura Loomer's Twitter account. Laura Loomer uploaded something about a few hours ago, and it was pictures of him. It was like exclusive pictures. It actually had like a sensitivity warning on it. It looked like he was dead, but maybe he's not dead. So people are saying he's not dead.
Wow.
So he's Anakin? Yeah, he's Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, he's Anakin. Yeah, he's his new Sith Lord. Yeah.
Jeez.
I gotta kind of give it to him. I mean, like, that's impressive. Yeah. I mean, listen, if you're gonna light yourself on fire and make a statement, just survive. That'll be the ultimate statement.
No,
Like,
don't
yep.
ever do that. Ever.
No, don't
ever.
let yourself on fire in real life. I'm
Never,
in Minecraft.
Don't do it ever.
We're talking about on Minecraft. I'm saying if you're playing Minecraft and your character gets caught on fire, just survive the fire.
Dude, I love this chat. That's gotta be Kane.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Undertaker. Yeah, that's pretty wild, bro. That's nuts.
Freddy
Whoa.
Krueger lives.
So was that picture Laura Loomer posted legit? Because like Laura Loomer, she follows me. I follow her. I like Laura Loomer because she's all in on Trump, but she's kind of a wild card every now and then. Okay, she's kind of a wild card. So has she been community noted or anything like that?
I don't see any. Nope, I don't see community notes on this.
Okay, is he supposed to be alive in that picture?
He is. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro.
He's like moving.
He's moving
What?
and shit.
Oh God, I can't show it, guys. I can't
No,
show
you
this.
can't show that
He
shit,
saw like
bro.
his stomach is burning and he's trying to put it out with his hand after they hit him with the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, and he's
Is this-
moving like somebody that's not fully with it. Bro, that's wild.
Oh my God. Okay, so you guys want to go to Laura Loomer's Twitter account?
Your
You'll see
YouTube
it.
account, your YouTube just crashed on me.
What?
I'm sure it's still up. It just on my end. It just. Huh.
Yeah, I'm still up, but okay,
Let
I'm
me hit
watching.
reload.
I'm watching the video on Laura
Bro,
Loomer's
that
channel.
shit is crazy.
What?
That is. I've never seen anything like that before. I've seen some fucked up shit on the internet, but that's up there, bro.
Jay Hellstone said YouTube just crashed on him twice.
I've still got 700 to 1,754 people watching me.
Yeah.
You're still
yeah,
running
you're still
on mine.
live. That was just weird. Just
Okay.
It just shut down.
And we've got
your whole
almost
thing just shut
300
down.
over on Rumble as well. So we are live on
Bro, I had
Rumble.
1,000 people watching me on Rumble the other day.
So
awesome, man.
This is wild.
Like, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life, bro.
Yeah, I will tell you, and I mean, if you are queasy about
Are
this
you talking
stuff
about
or
the
whatever,
picture with the tube in his
no,
mouth?
I'm talking about the video Laura Loomer has. That's the
Yeah.
first thing you see on her timeline. That is disturbing.
The picture's worse.
All right, where's the picture?
Scroll down. Are you sure you want to see that?
No. Oh, God.
His nose is melted off. His lips are gone. His ears are gone. His eyes.
Never, bro.
And he's got a
That's
tube
wild.
going through. He's got a tube in his mouth.
There is a part of me that is just sad that somebody was this mentally gone. And at the end of the day, this is the most important thing that we are facing as a country and as a society is mental illness.
Yeah.
And
we
have got to stop embracing mental illness. It is not something to be celebrated. It's not something as a badge of honor. It's not something you should be putting in your fucking bio. It's not anything to celebrate. It's something that needs to be dealt with. When people are going through this shit, don't tell them to embrace it. Fix it. This is not something to fucking celebrate, man.
100%.
You need to get help. The point of it even admitting it is so you can get help and go, yo, something's not right. I need help. That's why it's called mental illness, not just like, oh, I'm just different. It's like, no, you need fucking help.
She says in her post, she's like, I'm only posting this because it's newsworthy of a public concern given that he lit himself on fire outside of the Trump trial today. People also need to see this so we can put an end to glamorizing self
harm.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, like what's crazy, and I like honestly, this is like a thing for me. They spent like, and I put it on all of them. The Democrats, like all the left, these fucking Hollywood actors, every influencer that they could get their hands on and stuff. They didn't just portray it like, yo, we need to like do this. We don't want this guy in office. They were talking about this. America will be gone. Like this is a life or death thing. You know, when you frame somebody as like the worst human being on the planet, they pleaded with people. You got people crying and snotting and stuff all over themselves, acting like Trump is like the worst human being and that this is going to destroy the world and cost people lives and all this stuff. I mean, they frame it as so extreme because they're trying to get the emotion. They're trying to get people's emotions hooked and stuff like that. And they don't realize, well, they do. They probably don't care. But the fact is, like, when you are mentally ill, they don't know the difference. They don't know that you're you're lying or you're bending the truth or trying to make things seem worse than they are. They don't realize that. And it's like, so you got, these fucking actors and stuff that are like, Trump's the worst. He's basically, the second coming of Hitler and all this horrible stuff. And you got people listening to them going, oh my God, like the world's going to end if this happens. We've memed it to hell with the first election, but these people were sitting in the streets crying. And like it broke families apart. People won't talk to each other, losing friends and shit like that. And it's just a progression because now that he's back on the stage again, they're pushing those attitudes again. And then you got these actors and stuff that go, you know what? I made a mistake. My bad. I don't feel that way anymore. Or, well, I'm actually neutral politically now. It's like, yeah, but the people that you talk to don't know that anymore. Or those people the damage has already been done on people's psyches. Like the fact that we even have a term like Trump derangement syndrome out there and that people can actually measure it and you can see it on people's faces and how people live their lives and their attitudes and stuff. And this is just an extreme version of all of that. But it's like, this is what you push people to when you make them think that the only option they have is to do something extreme to prevent like the worst thing in the world from happening, instead of just saying, yo, I don't like this political opponent, I don't think it's good, I don't want to lose that power, I don't want this person in office, but you know what it is, like at the end of the day I can't do anything about it, but it's like, it's fucked up, man. And I wish there was a way to hold these people accountable for that kind of stuff, because we saw it with 2020. They held everybody to this thing. And the picture I sent Jeremy that I mentioned, and this is what got me really pissed off during that time, is I lived near a playground, and they had police officers, paid taxpayer money to do this. They went to every single playground in Michigan, and they roped them all off with caution tape, and they put up signs, and then they would go and monitor these playgrounds. And if they were like, if you catch people playing on them, you catch kids playing on them, you call somebody and make sure you let people know. And people were getting in trouble and being told they had to go home with their kids. And they had these kids locked up inside their houses, not being able to get out, all for some political clout, all so they could push these draconian measures and stuff like that. And it's once again that extreme of like, yeah, we'll lock people up in their houses and not let them leave. And to the extreme that kids can't even go play on playgrounds. And they had this sign up. It would be like, for public safety and for the safety of everyone around you. And so you're going to put that on a kid? Sorry, Jimmy, you can't go to the playground today because if you do, you might kill somebody. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, yeah, what the fuck?
It is crazy, man. Hang on a minute. DJ Scandalous, I haven't seen you in my chat in forever, bro.
Yeah, me either.
You have been around for a long time, though. And he just dropped $100 and says, finally reached 1 million subscribers. Couldn't have done it without you guys helping me out on Twitter in 2020. Just wanted to say thank you to the entire Geeks and Gamers community. That is awesome, bro. Yeah, man. I'm glad you've been working your ass off. I remember you from like early on in the days of Geeks and Gamers, man. You were always in the chat. So congratulations on 1 million subscribers, dude. That is amazing. You did it before Dan Bask. Hell yeah. Another person defeats Dan Vask. That's what's up. But seriously, congratulations. Only
it's awesome that he got there, but I love that like all these people are just running past Dan. They're like, oh yeah, 1 million? Yeah, see ya. Dan's still stuck there.
Now that is crazy awesome though, man. Congratulations for real. So thank you so much for always being there, hanging out with us, man. So that's good stuff. And the chat is throwing some a lot of congratulations. Rodimus Primal in the chat. Hey, Rodimus, I know you were on Side Scrollers today, man. Curious what you think of the Transformers 1 trailer.
Man, don't even get me started on that.
How you fuck up Transformers that bad?
Don't even get me started on that.
Oof. Yikes. Oof. It's rough.
Usually I just laugh at stuff, but that is just hot. That is just...
Well, I mean...
I love the Transformers. That is freaking hot garbage.
Yeah, it's like I remember. So Mahler, we talked about this a little bit on Friday Night Types, but Mahler always gets in these discussions with like kids movies and how people will dismiss something like that's like, oh, it's for kids. It's like that doesn't give it a right to be bad. No. Toy Story's for kids. It's a fantastic movie. Yep. Finding Nemo's for kids. Fantastic movie. Up is for kids. WALL-E's for kids. The Incredibles. Shrek 2, that's for kids. It doesn't give it the right to be bad. So you don't need to make a movie like Transformers that are clearly like, we have to make this for 5-year-olds. Like, no, No, you make it for all audiences and respect the source material, which they can't do. But yeah,
it's
it looks
terrible, man. Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen's still alive, yet.
Yeah, I'll pass for sure. Let's see. Ben says the live stream just crashed on me. That's twice in 2 hours now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Haven't had any crashes on any tabs in so long before today. That's wild. Well, mine. To be fair, so I had like on Friday Night Tights, I had the chat pulled up and it kicked me and it says like the error message. It says you have to reload the page. Is that what was happening to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what happened to me.
Okay,
That's
well then that's happened to me.
Too.
Okay, then that was happening to me on this stream too. So I don't think it's specific to me. It looks like it's been happening to a lot of things. YouTube's had some problems lately. So obviously going to Tuesday night's main event, that's when we had like 3,000 people watching. Then our numbers just went down to like 20 or 30, and that wasn't specific to us. It was happening all across YouTube. So YouTube has just been having some problems. To be fair, YouTube rarely has problems, but I'm kind of wondering what's going on, man.
Yeah. What I'm really disappointed about during that stream, we're supposed to all these haters. That would have been a perfect time for them to like screenshot and be like, "Look, they only have 20 people watching their show now."
I know.
You guys missed out, man. Come on, now.
Well, I screenshotted it for everybody, so yeah. And I was like, "Geeks and Gamers over party right here. We're done. These guys suck. They're done." But yeah, moving forward, I sadly do not think that this is the last of the craziness. I think this is only the beginning of the craziness. And the fact that Trump has to be there in New York around this at all times. And then the dude, like a fucking Chad, just like, I'm going to Harlem. Like, what? What? This is crazy. Like, I mean, I am nobody, okay? I'm nobody. If I go to at least a meetup or something, it's hard for me to walk through the meetup because it's our fan meetup. You know, people know who I am. It's hard for me to walk, and that's fine. That's a good thing. Donald fucking Trump can't go anywhere on the planet without being mobbed. Sure. And this dude walks into Harlem right after leaving court. What's up?
Can you play this clip from Biden? I don't care if you cut me or Mike off. I'll put it in the CobraCast chat.
Just share it. Just share it the way you did. Just share it. You can share it, and I'll move the camera around when it moves us. Kevin just dropped 50 gifted memberships. Let's go. Hell yes, Kevin, the mad lad, dropping 50 gifted memberships. Holy shit. All right, you sharing? There we go. Okay, so now hang on. Okay, we're good. Hang on. Let me see. Can I expand this? I can. Oh, this is the... yeah, I remember this one. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Are you playing it? It's laggy.
Can you hear it?
It's laggy and we can't hear it.
What the freak, man? It looks perfect on my end.
Try
Freaking
one more
Zoom
time.
call.
Try
What is
one more
this?
time.
Amateur hours? Zoom calls?
He's trying to
What is
destroy
this?
CobraCast. We caught him. Yeah.
Stream is crashing. People setting themselves on fire. What is happening today?
Dogs and cats living together.
Jeremy doesn't have a damn puppet. What the freak, man?
People's birds' heads are falling off.
Whenever you guys go, if you guys find the puppet channel, like demand a D-Day Cobra puppet. Fucking hell.
I'll go find it and talk about it. Yeah, I'll just be like, yo.
Basically, Biden was like, he's like a little kid gave me the middle finger. And he's like, and I got to be honest, this ain't the first time that's happened to me.
Oh, God.
I will say
so
I love
good.
that he's reached the old person where I have to say everything that's on my mind stage now.
It's like
Are
a
we allowed to
little
take
kid
questions? And they're like, he's like, oh, I guess not. Okay.
Oh,
it's
man.
embarrassing too, though.
Yeah. Can I move myself over here? I can't. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, I'm getting a little better about this. Okay, let me see if I can share my screen. Let's see what happens if I share my screen. As a matter of fact, here, let's see. I've got this clip right here. So whenever Mike shows up, okay? Whenever Mike shows up, this is what I. This is.
Here it comes.
Share screen. Okay. Right here. Whenever Mike shows up, this is what I play right here. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to show up. Yeah.
It shows up in mine. I can see
no,
it.
but I'm saying the way that the I don't know how to stop sharing my fucking screen now. How the fuck do I stop sharing my screen? Hang on. There. Okay. Now, can they hear us? Fuck me. You got to add him in, Jay.
I gotcha.
I can't stop sharing my goddamn screen. Zoom is still shared. I had to go to a StreamYard call. That's how bad this was. Holy shit. God damn it. I'm still sharing my fucking screen right now. It's the wildest thing. It's because so when you share your screen on Zoom, it goes to the bottom. My taskbar is covering the bottom where I can't stop sharing. So I've tried to force close Zoom, and it won't fucking force close.
Like Jesus. I said, I don't look as fat on my stream than the Zoom, so I'm grateful. Let me change my backdrop here a little bit.
Let's see. Muted. Why is everybody saying muted?
You can hear us because I have the stream up.
They're just fucking with me. Total chaos for $100. This is for the top notch professional quality stream. We lost like 300 viewers.
Your mic is all jacked up, Jeremy.
I know why.
It's like you hear one word and then it just fades
All right,
out.
How about now? How about now? How about now, chat? Should be fixed now.
Sounds good.
Should be good now. There. I just ended
Thank
my
you,
Zoom
Jessica.
call. Are we good now? Jesus, what a disaster. DJ Scandalous says we can hear you good. Is it better now?
It was working fine till Mike showed up.
What? It's not my. What the fuck?
That is true.
I was here for a while before that happened.
We
Jeremy,
lost like 300 viewers because of me.
no, that was because Jay was like, "Yo, share your
Low.
screen."
I'm low. Testing.
You sound fine on StreamYards, but I don't know.
All right, here we go. All right, we're good now. Good now. Okay. Man, this is the best CobraCast in a long time, except for Jeremy being stupid. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Jesus Christ. Oh, what a disaster. What a disaster. Change the back. Well, no, I guess we'll leave it there. Is there a blue background like this? A blue moving background in StreamYards, Jay? I've got the whole thing full screen, so I'm not doing anything. So.
We look okay.
I think we're okay. All right. Either way, who cares? Kevin for 100 says, "Don't you know Zoom has been hacked by everyone?" What? Yeah, apparently. So again, I only use Zoom for solo streams, not for all these other streams. But then Jay screwed everything up by making me bring a guest in, and so every mistake, every meme, Jay is the center of it. Every mistake that ever happens. And then, of course, bringing Mike in here. Anytime you bring DEI into the equation, it's going to start fucking up. So diversity always fucks things up. Hayden Wayne says, "Reminder: Zoom didn't excel as a platform during COVID because Zoom didn't excel as a platform during COVID because it was a good platform. It excelled because politicians heavily invested in the company right when they forced everyone to stay home, but they claim coincidence." Yeah, I mean, I don't use Zoom except for like I said, the solo stream and for capturing. I don't stream directly through Zoom. I'm just capturing. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm capturing through StreamYards. Doug B for 50 says, "Send an 84-point bold text fax to Nerdrotics tech support for help." This can't be the worst boomer moment there's been worse boomer moments, right?
I mean, apparently one time on Daily, I left and ended the whole stream. That's pretty bad. I don't know how I did that because it's like a 3-push process. And it just ended. I get a text from Jeremy, "You ended the stream." And I was like, that's impossible. I just hit X.
Why don't these guys use OBS? I'm actually streaming through OBS, but I'm capturing my screen. So StreamYards is actually the best. It's like you can share your screen right now, Jay. If there's anything you want to share, now we can do it. You can share anything. So if you want to do that, go for it.
I don't have nothing to share no more.
Well, fucking find something to share, Jay. Damn, do I have to tell you how to do everything? This is pretty high up there, Jeremy. Hey, at least I had the be right back screen, okay?
Right, we're going to test the shared screen. There we go. They've already taken my green screen and made it.
Took no time at all, bro.
Eric Guide 115, D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, wait, we got to get rid of the...
Chris Rose says, "We can't hear you." Hey, type in the chat 1 if you can't hear me.
We want CobraCast back, right?
Yeah. There
Like
you
the
go.
Blue? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
There you go. That's it right there.
Yeah, that's sexy.
Good stuff. Yeah, type 1 in the chat if you can't hear me. Well, this is fun.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Ryan always gets mad about that when, if the stream's buffering, and we're like, "Hey," and you tell the chat, "Hey, if it's buffering, refresh." He's like, "They can't fucking hear you if it's buffering," and he gets really mad.
Oh shit.
Oh man. All right. Well, I guess you guys can hang here now if you want. I was going to try to kick you out so I could share my screen, but if you guys want to hang, you can stay, you can leave. Either way is fine with me. It doesn't.
I just don't want to slow down the stream. That's all.
No, it's all good. Dom H with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate you, brother. Hayden Wayne says, so using Zoom, may not have been the best idea, laughing my ass off. Yeah, that's for 10. Thank you. And again, so that's Dom H's. You got the 10, Jed, and then Hayden Wayne's 10. God damn it. Big Black Ninja for $9.99.
Yeah.
Jay is so fat. When God said, "Let there be light," he told Jay to move out of the way.
That's wild, bro.
I got one for you, buddy.
What do you got?
Wild,
what do you
bro.
got?
Your mom has a toe on her back, and her nickname is Tobacco. That's what I gotta say to that. It's the stupidest mama joke I've ever heard.
It's so bad. It's so good, though.
Tobacco. Tobacco. I'm hungry.
Oh, shit, bro.
Keep them coming. Hey, man, I'm old school, man. I came from the day where if you didn't have a good mama joke backup, you just
get roasted. You
got roasted bad, dude.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, shit, man. That was a good one.
Jim
It's late.
Watari for 20 says, "Go Jay, go." Coop for 20 says, "Is Michiganders stick us Michiganders stick together? I'll follow Epic Mike and ask him over for barbecue this summer. Hail,
There we go.
hail." Doug B says, "Jay is waiting." That was earlier when you were waiting.
Yeah.
Hayden Wayne says, "If you can cover the stuff Eric K sent you from me while Mike and Jay are on, I'd love to see their reactions to it." Okay, so Eric, can you drop that? Just send it to me on Twitter, Eric. Send it to me on Twitter.
It's in the Cobra.
I also sent you a thing on Twitter. It was a while ago, but did you see that chick reacting to herself on Diablo?
No, I didn't see that.
Bro, it's bad. I thought it was a joke. I had to really look into it, but it's not a joke. She was being totally serious.
Jay, can you get that post from Kirsha in the CobraCast chat and share that? Because I've got it full screen right now, so I can't get to the share button or anything like that.
Oh my God, bro. That's so crazy.
Jay Hellstorm is killing me. I don't even want to show what Jay Hellstorm just did to me.
Here, I'll send this to Jay since he can.
I got it.
Oh, this was the thing I was sent Jeremy earlier.
This here, Jeremy, is what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so this is Kirsha, and going to do a bit of info dump before Tangent Friday. After Bridge updated their website, they started sending out newsletters and briefings. This website seems to refresh weekly, and unfortunately, I do not have a live archive of the week of April 3rd. If you like the downloadable version, DM me. As a matter of fact, hold off on that, because I want what I want. And if Eric, if you can find it, Kirsha has this video. You could just scroll her timeline of her reacting to Tim Pool. And if you can drop that into the chat, that's what I'd like to listen to, is her reaction to Tim Pool. So essentially what's going on here is that Bridge is essentially the next level of DEI. Yeah. And we are not like, so the point that Kirsha was making in that video with Tim Pool, because Tim Pool was basically playing a clip from Charlemagne the God, and Charlemagne was like talking about how sick and I think it was Charlemagne, talking about how sick and tired of the DEI they are, and nobody likes to go to the DEI meetings, and everybody rolls their eyes. And you know, I think Tim Pool was making a point of like, yeah, you know, people are tired of this, and we're winning, and the momentum is on our side, and all of that. And Kirsha was making a point that that's not the case at all. And Bridge is this initiative that is going to impact every aspect of life, the DEI initiative. And so Bridge is essentially just DEI to the next level is all it is. It's going to replace DEI, but it's going to be to a whole different level, a whole different initiative, and the people that are behind all of it, and the impact that they're having. So if we can find that video, let's see.
I got it.
Well, while they're looking at that too,
I got it.
I was going to say something about that too. I know I have a close family member that works in the government, and they work for a program where they basically were at the head of all this DEI stuff within like just going through the government and trying to find this. And one of the things that they were saying was that they know that right now, because of the political leanings, the political tide is shifting, and they know that a lot of these DEI programs are going to get shut down, and they're telling people, yo, we're not going to be around much longer, so we have to figure out ways to ingrain ourselves, like entrench ourselves in these programs and within the government organizations, so that when they like, even when the tides change, they can't just get rid of us super easily. They can't just shut our programs down. So I just think it's interesting that they're even noticing that things are coming to an end here. So
yep. All right, so here's this video real quick, and again, we're gonna have Kirsha on Geeks and Gamers probably in the next week or two for sure.
That's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
turn it
it's
up.
been a long time
That's as
coming.
loud as I can get it.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion is on its deathbed. The left knows it can no longer sustain the lie. It took them this long, but they are now finally adopting what is plainly obvious. Diversity initiatives don't work, are racist, and highly offensive. Here we are. It's mostly garbage. Iconic black radio host Charlemagne the God trashes DEI while guest hosting The Daily Show. It was actually a pretty good segment. I think it's maybe 8 years too late, but it's fairly good. He basically says, dude, nobody who goes to a diversity segment enjoys it. They're all sitting there going, this is some BS.
You see, Tim, I know it's important to give morale to people, but it's also important to know what's actually going on. You don't want people to feel like they're winning so much so that they stop paying attention, that they stop thinking, well, if it's already going away, I don't need to pay attention to DEI. I don't need to deal with any of this. I can just go back to playing video games. DEI is not going away. It's becoming embedded in the fabric of corporations. And I've been diving into Bridge and how it's the next step in DEI transformation, more than just a rebrand. It's going to be the way that companies operate unless people with further reach than me start speaking out about it. It's insidious how this is becoming part of the fabric of companies and how little people are talking about it. A lot of people will bring up how Bridge stands for benchmarking race, inclusion, and diversity in global engagement. And if this is what people are saying Bridge is, they are very far behind in uncovering what's going on, which makes it even more important, Tim, that people like you with a large platform talk about what this is. The website I have in front of me now is the initial Bridge 1.0 initiative. Bridge was set up as a DEI monitoring system. They were responsible for seeing how well DEI was working, and after years of having DEI as hiring practices or as marketing techniques, they even agreed with what Charlemagne in your video said, and many others still say today. No one likes going to the diversity meetings. No one likes having to listen to any of these. They just do it to check a box. And Bridge is making it so it's no longer just checking the box. You will be doing the work. It's changing. They're firing the DEI employees. This isn't a win. They're going.
And I've talked about this a few times too. It's like, I don't, obviously I come from the retail world, and there was always these initiatives, these new initiatives that they would introduce, and you didn't really think much about it. You're like, okay, you have to go through the fucking class, you have to learn some bullshit, and they basically they put it in your mind that this has to happen. And sometimes it was innocent stuff, and other times, whatever, you know what I mean? I imagine, and I've been out of the retail game for a long time now, but I would imagine that a lot of this is creeping into that corporate structure of training, on-the-job training, taking classes, understanding how important diversity is and how you can't be rude to the minority customers or some bullshit like that. And I would love to know more about that. I mean, I've heard some people say that some of that stuff is going on, but I would imagine that stuff like Bridge is one of these things that they're going to try to push into people's minds, because when you take a job, especially when you take one of your first jobs, whether you're right out of high school or if you're a struggling college student, you tend to take, like, from my experience, you tend to take your job very seriously at first when it's one of your first jobs, because you want to keep that job. You don't want to lose that job. And so you're going to go in there and you're going to do everything you can. You're not going to question anything. You're going to do everything that they're feeding you and telling you to do. And when these types of initiatives are being pushed, it's about you being forced to accept it because it's your job, but it's also being in your subliminal mind. It's being put in there. So in the future, it's just going to be kind of programmed in you to be like this moving forward as you progress into life and you progress beyond that job. That's what this sounds like to me. But we can continue unless you guys want to add anything to that.
Well, I mean, I just real quick, but yeah, like, I mean, I know friends that work in different, mental health fields and all this stuff, and they all talk about it. Yeah. I have one friend, they work in the mental health field, and they work in an office where literally it's all women. There's only one white woman. Everybody else is like a person of color, I guess, or whatever. They have like one trans person works in the office, and they said they had to sit through like 2 days of training on how to like function with minorities in the workplace, because they had one white woman working in the office, and they literally were like, why do we have to do this? And they're like, guys, like, because we can't make one person take the training because we would get in trouble. Like, everybody has to take the training. So they have people sitting through all of this stuff because, yeah, like you said, it has to become second nature now. Oh, you go to a job? Oh, well, make sure you take the training so you know how to do this and you know how to do that, so that we don't have to, make waves or piss off the wrong people, or we have to make sure everybody has the same education so we all know we're on the same page. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and another thing too about when I was first aware or became aware of VTubers, I really didn't understand it. And what I think is cool about it now is like, it's really, I think it's opened up a lot of people that maybe weren't comfortable putting their face on camera for various amount of reasons, whether it's their job, whether it's their career, whether it's their family, whether it's their friends. But it's given people now another avenue to use their voice. And whether you like it or not, people love VTubers, and they're having a massive impact on the culture and entertainment and things even beyond that. So I've actually started to pay a little more attention to that, and I want to give a shout out to Hayden for kind of putting a lot of that on my radar. All right, we can go ahead and start it.
Going further underground. They're firing the employees to make it feel like we have won, and we don't notice what they're doing next. We're not noticing the next step in their program as quickly. And it's unfortunately going exactly how they planned. They're going to be making DEI a tenant, a part of the job for every employee. Are you a programmer? Are you a 3D designer? Are you a cashier? Are you some sort of shelf stocking worker? This is going to be part of your job as well. Unfortunately, they want to make it the fabric of the company. And they want to even change consumer opinion.
But they won't change my opinion, Kirsha.
It doesn't matter if they actually change the way you specifically as an individual think. You will have no escape. You will have no entertainment that isn't touched by DEI. You will have no company with which to buy your products from that isn't touched by DEI. And it doesn't matter if they don't actually change your mind if you cannot escape it and you cannot give alternative people money. Bridge 2.0 is the operationalization of DEI to be part of product framework, company DNA, and consumer transformation. Because the acronym has changed, I've even tried putting out more posts about Bridge when people were talking about Sweet Baby Inc. and wanting to hard focus on just one part of the problem. To understand what Bridge is, the CEO has even said directly in interviews what she's trying to do, what the goal is. This is a 4.5 minute video, so I'm not going to play the whole thing now, but it's on my timeline. It's here. The videos are still on YouTube. All of the resources are still available. But listen to what she says.
That
Pause.
is an acronym for belonging.
And I see, Mr. Batsu says, do you like having electricity? Take your DEI classes. When I was driving today, and I got thinking about this, okay, because I was literally in the middle of fucking Pensacola, just the busiest area in Pensacola, and I had no signal on my phone, okay, and I'm like, I'm in the moment I'm frustrated. I'm like, okay, well, I pay. If you know anything about Verizon, they're damn good They're damn good on their service, and they're damn proud of it. You got to pay for that shit. You know what I mean? But I'm sitting there going, what the hell am I paying for? I can't even get a signal right now, and I'm in the busiest area in Pensacola. And I got to think it for a minute. I'm like, we are so, I mean, obviously I am, because it's, you know, my job and, you know, everything built around geeks and gamers, but we as a people are so damn reliant upon something that can be snapped from us in an instant with a switch. A switch can send mass hysteria. All they have to do is turn communication off, and mass hysteria happens. Turn the internet off, mass hysteria. We become so reliant upon it. I've become so reliant upon connecting with my family, communicating with my family, just so they know, like, where you're at, what's going on here. They can literally snap all that away from us, and it's chaos, and it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And I could see a point where where they're going like, well, in order to get service with us, you have to sign this waiver where you have to take DEI classes. And you could, you know, some shit like that. I could totally see an update to terms of service.
Yeah.
Wild. Fucking wild. All right, go ahead.
Presentation, inclusion, diversity, the G is the gap in all of those things, and then the E is equity. And our mission is really about moving the narrative of DE&I away from philosophy to operationalizing inclusion as a business practice. So our North Star is that. Our North Star is not necessarily marketing per se, because we believe that inclusion needs to cross the entire organization, marketing included, but you know, everywhere from organizational practices all the way to advocacy.
And it gets worse. I found it very hard to cut up any of this information into bite-sized pieces because there is so much of it. And as soon as you think it can't get any worse than that, it does. And it's awful to have to slog through all of this information, but it's important that people know what's going on instead of feeling like we've already won. The Bridge 2.0 website that you want to be paying attention to is wearebridge.com. Wearebridge.com has all of the information about the current initiative they are trying to embed into companies. It has a list of all of the companies that are involved in pushing the initiative, and it's a lot of companies. It's a lot of companies, and they proudly state that it's been spearheaded by Condé Nast, Campbell's Soup, and Sephora. All of the information that you need to know is on their website. They even have all of the graphs and charts that led them to the conclusion that DEI as hiring practice and as marketing isn't as effective as they wanted it to be. This looks like absolute conspiracy theory nonsense, but this is what they are working off of. This is what needs to be shown. I've already done the research. It's an easy video for anyone who already talks about DEI. It's not like you're going to lose views. I have the resources. All you need to do is verify and read it. Please. Start talking about Bridge.
It's a good video, and
I never heard of it.
Yeah, and if you want to pull some of that stuff up that Eric sent over too, we can look over that. But I know Hayden sent a 50 and said, let's see, where did it go? Oh my God, why is it jumping around on me? Hayden says, I sent 3. One is a video with a crazy blonde woman, and we just saw that, who's the head of Bridge. Then the Bridge website that shows who's involved. We just saw that actually too. And then the longer tweet you pulled up is the one that digs deeper. The first 2 set the Bridge. Bridge is a normalization phase of DEI. I think that Kirsha probably gave like a really good outline into that. And it's really good. And again, I know it's easy to be dismissive of a VTuber. Trust me, I was pretty dismissive of them at first when I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Just because you're some fucking ugly fat fuck, you could, you know, because that's just our natural response to it, you know what I mean? But that was just short-sighted on my part. At the end of the day, VTubers are pretty fucking cool. Some of them are probably crazy as hell, but like there's some cool ass VTubers out there, and that's the bottom line. And it's just a different world, but it's a different world that I think they're having a really cool impact. So I'm down with that. So again, Hayden, shout out to you. Yes, Jessica, maybe again, Jessica has been doing a great job on geeksandgamers.com.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
shout out
she
to
has.
her. But yeah, it's scary stuff, man. It really is. Dude, you guys have been nuts tonight. What the hell is going on? Elite Neo says, hey, Jeremy, that Puppet Master happens to be a Rippa detractor by the name of Ripoff Verse. Dude got BTFO'd the hell and back when he made some untoward comments about Gary's wife. Renowned Zero did some videos on the debacle. Yeah, man, the whole thing is, it's just funny. I mean, I legitimately laugh at a lot of the shit I see. Like, I just see it and I'm just laughing at it. And some people... Like, I did more diving into it. So, like, there was this whole thing about, like, fucking... Go to... Jay, go to YouTube. Search Geeks and Gamers Pensacon. And just see if you can find that video where I'm in my car. All right? So, another thing, I guess... was it John Malin, EVS, and Shane Davis got banned from fucking C2E2.
Yep.
And I guess they're mad because Friday Night Tights didn't talk about it.
Yeah, people were very upset about that for some reason.
And I'm like, well, I mean, first of all, I've been banned from a con. I've been getting banned from con since 199, okay?
Yep.
So, like, welcome to the party, I guess. Did any of you guys cover when I got banned from Pensacon? No. None of my friends fucking cared about it either. I got banned from a con and I laughed at them. Fuck them. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. What sucks about it is, and I'm assuming this. I'm assuming they put some stuff together for fan meetups and there were going to be fans there. That's the true tragedy. That sucks. But being mad because other people that you don't really have any connection to aren't covering it, like I wasn't aware of it until like recently, and then I get everybody mad because it wasn't covered or something like that. I'm like, I'm not paying attention to you. Send me a fucking link and I'll fucking cover it. Like what world do they think that we can't mention them because I guess EVS makes a fucking live stream like every night talking bad about Rippa and Friday Night Tights. I don't care. I would cover it if I don't know the specifics. I'm not following all that shit. There's so much drama that comes out of that world. Like the narrative that we aren't talking about their cancellation because we don't like them is the most ridiculous, retarded thing ever. It's just not really something that's on our radar. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, Gary got, the only reason Gary talked about it briefly is because he got sent a super chat and he goes, I didn't even hear about that. That's fucked up. Like, what are you supposed to say about it though? Like,
can't find it.
What are you supposed to report on? Oh no, they got banned from a con. We've all been banned from cons before.
Yeah,
that really sucks. I hope it doesn't happen anymore. Like,
I just like if you just like type Geeks and Gamers Pensacon, Geeks.
I am. It's nothing close to even coming up.
Pensacon. Let's see. Yeah, right here is the very first fucking result. Jay. Oh my God, this is 5 years ago. Holy shit! Let me see if I can share my screen.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I spelled Pensacon wrong.
Oh, look at this shit! Look at that! You spelled Pensacon wrong. Look at this. This was me. All right. I got banned from my hometown convention because, and do you know why I got banned? Now, I had press passes there the 2 or 3 previous years, not one problem. I had no problems at this convention. Had press passage, I knew the people involved there. I made one video criticizing Pensacon because the Pensacon Twitter account was, attacking Vic Mignogna supporters. Like they were searching them out on Twitter and attacking them because I guess one of the actresses that was accusing Vic of something was going to be at the convention, but they didn't invite Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna is a famous anime voice actor who has been canceled by the industry for hugs, basically. And I didn't know who the fuck Vic Mignogna was. I just looked at the situation for what it was, and I was like, yeah, Pensacon's like, I just kind of broke the whole thing down. 10 minutes after my video comes out, Pensacon sends me an email, revokes my press passes and bans me from the entire convention and mouths off at me, like gives me some shit. And I was like, okay. And so I made a couple of videos, and I laughed about it, and I told them they can go fuck themselves, that I was too big for them anyway. was really a sarcastic response. You know what I mean? But I'm like, all right, whatever. Fuck y'all. All right, I'm done. So yeah, that was it. So yeah, I mean, getting banned from a convention is not fun. But I'm sorry that those guys got banned. And if somebody just would have DM'd me and said, hey, I would have literally, if one of them would have sent me a link and said, hey, just a heads up, this happened, here's all the details, I would have forwarded it to my writers on the website. And I'm like, hey, get an article up about this. Like, but people are mad because we didn't cover it. And it's just a weird dynamic. But even if I'm doing it retroactively, I'm sorry you guys got banned, and I'm sorry to all the fans that probably were going to go up there and meet you guys.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's the part that
really
really
spend
sucks.
money and all that stuff to go
Yes.
and see them, and so that's like the worst part, like you said.
Yeah.
And apparently there was some controversy with some people that spent money.
I didn't
and they
even
were
know
like, no,
any
we're
of
not.
this crap.
They were like not refunding some people for money that they'd already spent on like the con and stuff. And that was another big thing too, is that they were pretty pissed off about. I think they're getting that sorted out, but at the beginning they were like, no, we're not refunding you guys. Like, sorry, you're banned. And then they also banned some other people that were associated with them just by proxy. They were just like kind of went through and like swept the floor just to make sure they were safe. And yeah, it was pretty fucked up. So,
but anyway, you can stop sharing my ugly face now.
Wait, I want to hear the car video.
What's up, geeks and gamers? So Pensacon
No
just
car
sent me
video
an email
clap?
and they pulled my media credentials because they were not happy with the video I made talking about Vic M. They
how to pronounce his name.
Look at the freaking car, though, man. The Z
Oh,
car.
even tried to take shots at me because I refused to.
Oh, Jeremy
try
didn't
to
want to
pronounce
hear
it.
it, but like the Z car. Oh man,
look at that, bro.
Bringing
That's
it back.
old school. Yeah.
No clap, dude. No wonder you only got 40,000 views on that video.
Hey, that was early on today. That was 5 fucking years ago.
Long time, man.
Yeah, man. But anyway, at the end of the day, that obviously sucks, and I really wish it would have been something that was more on my radar. Like, you hear about things, but you don't know the specifics. My DMs are open on Twitter. Shoot me a DM and just say, hey, bro, we may have differences, but if you're interested, could you, maybe put a signal boost on this?
Of
course, no problem.
Man,
But,
my Twitter, I gotta apologize because there's people that are sending me like I'm a post and go Twitter now. Like it's sad. So I use it to find articles and then
Twitter's a shit show.
I don't stay on it much because I got 2 books and an animation film I'm trying to get done.
Yeah,
I could get lost in the scroll up, So, but oh well.
Yes, I was that was a 300ZX. 300ZX. So, but yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'll make it better, everyone.
What?
Before I leave. Here we go. Oh no, playing music. So she's crying and she's got a big glop of drool because she just left a Taylor Swift concert, and it made her happy. So she wanted to film her reaction. Coming from the Taylor Swift, and then she uploaded it. Aren't we glad in the world a better place now? Didn't we just talk about like mental illness?
Lord Bofa said Jeremy back when he cared what he looked like.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Holy shit, bro.
Jeremy when he cared what he looked like.
That's bad.
Holy shit. That was so good. I see people clowning on like Taylor Swift fans and all that shit, but like I don't find it that bad. I've seen like Michael Jackson and the fans go fucking ballistic over him.
Yeah.
I've seen the Elvis Presley stuff from back in the day. We've seen Prince. We've seen the boy band craze back in the 90s. Like, it's not that rare.
I just laugh at it all, dude.
No, I know that. That's funny as fuck. Like, the thing that's weird about it is when Michael Jackson was at his concerts and people were recording, it was other people recording the freakouts.
Yeah.
These fucking weirdos are recording themselves slobbering in their car. What? What? I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cord Wayner says Jeremy looks good for 45. No homo. That's what's up.
Damn.
I respect it. I respect it. All right, how long are you guys gonna hang?
Oh, I
I'm
can
gonna
leave
bounce
anytime.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Jay.
It's your show. Wait, I'm gonna make sure I don't end the stream.
You can't end the stream.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
Snake Pit is the best chat on YouTube, man. This pit is unreal, dude. It is unreal.
Hell yeah.
So hail to 199 Snake Pit. You guys keep Jeremy on his toes. We'll get him to care about his looks real soon. And I'll never wear a blue puffy shirt again. Makes me look chubby. So added like 50 pounds on that freaking Zoom call, but oh well. I love y'all.
Usually mouth. Hey, no, I appreciate you having me, man. I can let you do your thing, you know. Yeah, I just put it in the chat. I was like, Jeremy never lets me on this show, but now we got DII, we got diversity, so yeah,
that's right.
Appreciate
that's
it.
right. Hey, man, just tell them where they can find you, man.
Yeah. You guys can go check me out. I'll probably be streaming a little bit here. I've been streaming pretty much every day over on my YouTube channel. Just look up at Epic Mike. I did a little review for Rebel Moon where I screamed at Zack Snyder. Listen, I got it real quick. I know it's your show. I just got to say this. Nothing makes me more angry and frustrated that I am now in a position where I have to agree with Jeremy completely. Zack Snyder's a fucking hack, bro. The only reason that Watchmen and any of these movies were ever as good as they were was literally because producers were telling him to stop being a fuck and literally forcing him to make a movie differently than the way he wanted. If he would have been complete creative control of all that shit would have been just as bad of a movie. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, bro. Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 is fucking dog shit. And now I've spent so many years arguing with Jeremy. Now here we are.
Just say it. Just say, Jeremy, you're right.
I can't say that. Let's not push it that far. I'm just saying now at this point we're in the same place. I'm not going to explain how I got to this building, but here we are in the same building. Bro, yeah, that shit's fucking awful, bro. It's just I'm so pissed. That makes me more angry than anything else is that I'm here now. But no, man, I appreciate you. It's awesome. I love seeing this. And dude, fucking Snake Pit's legit, bro.
Hey, hang on. Don't leave. We got
shit.
Nomad for $9.99. And he says, does Kathleen Kennedy run Epic Verse Studios? Years of announcements, but no release projects. How am I supposed to believe you're different from Hollywood if you operate the same, just like James Gunn? You got to answer.
God damn. All right. Well, I will tell you this. Those guys will announce projects and have hundreds of millions of dollars sitting in their bank account that they can put towards these projects. And the reason they don't get made is because they're having wank fests about whether or not they put in enough women or whether the force is female enough. The reason that Epicverse hasn't launched anything officially yet is because we don't have millions of dollars in the bank. We're doing it all out of our own pockets, and we're trying to put forth quality stuff that you guys can look at and go, yo, I'm glad that these guys are starting out like this. It's not, listen, nobody's giving us money for this shit. We're doing it all out of our own pockets.
Yep.
And we're doing it. And the thing is, we've already said this, but now we'll say it on a bigger stage. Like, we already had shot 2 of our short films and they were in the can and we were going to release those. And me and Josiah and our team looked at them. And we said, you know what? These are not up to the quality that we think they need to be up to. I think we need to go back and we could either not release them ever, or we could just go back and take them back to the drawing board. That's what we decided to do with them. So part of the reason we slowed up is because we actually decided to like just scrap 2 of our projects and restart them from the ground up so they could actually be the quality level that you saw with like the Reflection trailer and stuff, man. We want to give you guys something good to look at and trust that when you guys are like giving us resources and stuff, that it's going to the right place and it's going to become something really special and awesome, instead of just throwing it out there and going, what the fuck ever, I don't care, because that's what Hollywood does. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They just want your money and they don't give a shit about what you have to say about it. We actually care. And we actually want your honest and true feedback about this shit because it's important. And then Jeremy's been there to look at all of it and see all of it. And he's criticized it when he thought it wasn't great. And he's praised it when he thought it looked good. And the thing at the end of the day is like, that's what matters to us, is that honest feedback. So,
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, 100%. I mean, ultimately, you know, I think the difference here is that Epicverse has not ran like any operation to be like, give us this money so we can provide this. They're doing it, you know, out of their, I mean, obviously if you can help them, but it's not like you guys haven't run like a a fund or anything like that, correct?
Nope.
And so that's a little different than just announcing projects and then trying to use your own cash flow to fund the project versus actually like doing a crowdfund or something. Not to say there's anything wrong with that either, but that's the difference, is that they're doing it with their own money. And I do think, in my opinion, I think that there's been some evolution of what the idea initially was and what the resources were, and then the resources started to grow, so then there are better opportunities.
Yep.
I did give some pretty strong feedback to them on some of the earlier projects from what I felt, because I'm like, you're either going to do it right or don't do it at all. And I think they took that into consideration for sure.
100%.
And it's gonna, like, there's gonna be expectations for sure that people are gonna expect, like, they're like, oh, this is you guys gotta battle Hollywood. It's like, well, that's not really what we're gonna be able to do, but we're trying to just give some good shit. So, but yeah. Anyway, I just want to make sure that we got that, because I know a lot of people are screaming at me to read that one. But
it's just,
man. So
yeah, shit's hard. Movies are fucking expensive. If you gave us, if we ran a crowdfunder and somebody gave us $100,000, I can make a movie. We could make a really great feature film and it be really fucking good quality and everything. But we want to give you guys a roadmap and go, yo, from start to finish, these guys got better and better and better, and the quality of their stuff got better and better and better. So that when we finally do run, funding for a project or do a crowdfunder, you guys know that your money's in good hands. Instead of us running off with the bag and going, yep, we'll make something in 6 months. Good luck. I hope we do right. No, we want to do right by you guys starting out, and then you guys can give us the funds to make other projects. Like, we're excited about Achromatic Chronicles. Jay put a lot of trust in us. Like, everybody's putting a lot of trust in us to do this. I promise you guys, like, you guys will be happy with what you see, and it's just going to get better. Like, as we go on, it's just going to get better and better and better. We got some shit that we're cooking on right now that we'll be releasing sooner rather than later. And I promise you guys, there will be an announcement for like the official launch sooner rather than later. And we got like a really awesome announcement that I can't say right now about how we're going to release all this stuff that you guys will be like, yo, what? And I promise you guys, it'll be worth it. So yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. All right, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mike. And make sure you follow Mike on YouTube, Kick, all those good places, and Epic Verse as well, man. So thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Have a good stream. Appreciate you.
Man. Take it easy, bro. Bye. Okay, so let me see. This fucking filter has got to go. Let me get this fucking filter off. StreamYards has like this automatic filter. Give me just a fuck. There, is that better? Fuck. Makes you look like you're fucking working for some network television or some shit like that. They have like this gay filter thing that automatically pops on, and I don't like it. It makes it like you have fucking makeup on. All right, so B. Christopher dropped a 50 and says nothing. Says nothing. But he also becomes a new member, so thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right. Did Mike fart? I don't think he did. Did Mark fart? I don't think he farted. I hope he didn't. This has been a crazy show, man. I was not expecting it to go in that direction, but that's what's so great about CobraCast. You know, we just roll with it. We see what happens, and we just, who knows? Who knows what the future holds for CobraCast, right? Apocalypto says 199 forever, Trump 2024. Thank you. Magna Defender says, how likely do you think the DNC will try lockdown 2.0? The COOF became irrelevant after 2022. However, never underestimate stupidity. Taylor Lorenz and her 95 lemmings will gladly fall for it again. I don't think that they're going to try that one at all. I do not think they're going to try that one at all. Because they've done it once. They can't do it again. That's why I do believe that war is their option now. War is the new COOF. War is what the distraction will be. And that is a terrifying situation. But I think war is their new... I've been saying that for well over a year. Absolutely. Let's see. Elson Barrett says the puppet connection is that friends of Ripa that are trying to create something like a comic or a book, they get a puppet. So write a book, Jeremy, or just say you are. All right, I'm writing a comic. My comic is gonna go through Ripasend and I'm going to work with Ripaverse, and I'm going to shill for Ripaverse. So does that get me a puppet? Does that get me a puppet? So clip that. I'm working for Ripaverse now. I just want a puppet. My puppet needs to talk about woke Star Wars, woke MCU, woke Brie Larson, all these woke things. And my puppet needs to talk about Solo losing money and Trump 2024 and whatever else. So hopefully we can make that happen. But no, I'm not making a fucking comic. Let's see. Tony Grows. I said that very slowly. Tobacco was my grandma. I would appreciate some respect. Brer says, can we stop looking at the gay guy? Probably not happy, are you? Let's see. Magna Defender, the worst con experience I had was Origins of 2022. At the very last minute, the con reinstated their health mandate. 3 days of dumb face napkins. Any con that forces garbage in 24 will never get my money. Yeah, I regret that I gave into the mask bullshit early on. And again, so I had that whole situation in Salem. Yeah, Salem. So I went to Salem, and I walked into that comic book store, and they make a G.I. Joe style comic. You could do it. Maybe one day. Yeah, I went into this comic book store, and everybody was wearing a fucking mask. It had like the name, the front of the door was like, wear a mask. So I'm the type of person, like, working in retail for as long as I did, I try to respect the rules, because I understand that the employees that are at the store level don't really have, they don't make the rules, they just have to enforce the rules. So they had this sign on the door that says wear your fucking mask. So I put the mask on, and I'm in there looking at stuff, and I actually found a Superman statue that I was very interested in, and then I suddenly see this older guy not wearing a mask, and he worked there. So I took my mask off. I was like, all right, if you're not going to wear a fucking mask, I'm not. That's what I said to myself. So I was like, all right, cool. So I took the mask off. I'm walking around shopping, and another employee comes up to me and says, sir, you have to wear your mask if you're going to be in the store. And I'm like, that guy doesn't have a mask on. And he goes, well, he's the owner. I said, I don't give a shit. If he's not wearing one, I'm not wearing one. And he goes, you need to talk to him about it. So I went up to him and, said something to him, and he goes, oh, if it'll make you feel safer, I can put my mask on. I'm like, it's not the fucking point. The point is you don't believe in this bullshit either, yet you're enforcing it. So you clearly know it's bullshit. But the fact is I try to respect the rules of the store, because that's just common courtesy. But it's clear that you don't even believe in this bullshit. And you're part of the fucking problem. And anyway, so I stormed out of there. I recorded a little bit of it. I recorded a little bit of this. It's somewhere on my Twitter account. But I had like the phone down, and I was waving my arms around and I was talking. But yeah, like a part of that interaction is recorded. But yeah, I don't think that they can ever pull that one off again. I don't think that they can ever pull that one off. I think that's long gone. Sierra Tan says, hail Snake Pit, can you please show that damn clip, Trump 2024? I can't right now because of the way I've got the stream set up, but I will do that in the future. Beardo's nemesis, John Morrow, love CobraCast better than a certain someone. Keenan says, which do you like more, American History X or Romper Stomper? Have I seen Romper Stomper? The answer is almost certainly going to be American History X, because it's one of my favorite movies. I think American History X is a great freaking movie. I don't know what Romper Stomper is. Mr. Jimmy says, let's see, you say it. I had to be careful with that one. Lying Dollface Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you, Jet. Says, hail to 199 and the Fellowship. I was watching at 1 p.m. It had 6,000 views. Number with 18,000 likes. While I was watching it, jumped in real time. Oh, it's about the Tucker and the Tucker Rogan interview. Mary Nicholson, apparently my Geeks and Gamers disc ban was because mod got triggered that I said figs shouldn't be allowed near kids, and people have complained about that mod. Okay, I actually need to look at it. I'm glad you sent me a reminder about that one, Mary. Let's see. Beardo's nemesis John Morrow says Benny was saying Fire Guy was Antifa. Figure Nugget, to be careful. The guy was a Bernie bro, not a Bernie bro. Nightmare says, don't forget to ask Kirsha about sounding after all the bridge stuff. Have we started the fire, brother? Yes, the fire rises. Eric K says, rumble, rumble, rumble. Elsa Barrett says, rumble in the jungle. Timefire199 says, can't confirm. YouTube will not let me say rumble. That's crazy. Figure Nugget. Man, I get nervous every fucking time I say that. Can't vote for Trump. He smells like McDonald's. Rye the guy says, I never thought I'd see someone have TDS so bad that they'd light themselves on fire, but here we are. Elsa Barrett says, Rumble is better than YouTube. Kevin Cron says, Trump forced the country to shut down, so I must vote for a guy that forced a jab that no one knew the side effects. Never Trumpers, LOL. The Fixer says the Ukraine is a lost cause and Iran and Israel ignored Biden, who nobody respects. The Trump trial is so corrupt, not even Putin would try it. You fuck that bitch for 199 says, call Jay when his last at hoo-ha. Isaac of the Dead, Disney has missed the perfect opportunity to cast a perfect Human Torch for the second time. Shaking my head. Damn. Let's see. Toke fan says, Jay won't join me. He has to walk his dog. Eric K says, these are professionals. Do not try this at home. Mikey says, I keep forgetting to ask, but are you allowed to say MF in my name? Also, Johnny Storm is giving me some Riddler vibes with that car video. Yes, I can say motherfucker. Jay's Fat Cankle says he got diabetes. Anthony says, do you think the new championship tag team belts for Raw and SmackDown, what do you think of Arthur WrestleMania WWE? I saw that there was some new tag team championships. I haven't looked into it too far because they had the announcement earlier, but I haven't looked into it. But I am going to. Beardo's nemesis John Morrow says, Buttercast199. Lord Bothos says, I heard his body is being sent to Hades, Haiti as part of a diplomatic offering. You fuck that bitch says Jay say lawyer. McCock says I'm a little upset 1-800-Danky didn't put me in the video. I would have loved to see how you drew my profile picture. Nightmare says Jeremy, you don't get to bring friends. Nightmare Jay, you're a big guy. Freaking Dark Knight Rises. Kevin Cron says, really, Jay? You can have 2 Big Macs and 20 chicken nuggets and 2 French fries and a large soda in 20 minutes. See your post on X. Coop says they're trying to take away his Secret Service protection. Desperate people. What do you think they're going to do if that happens? I don't even want to think about it, but I did see that report. John Kennedy says, very happy to see Epic Mike on CobraCast 63215. Forgotten Pepe says, as a minority, Mike, what do you think? Jay? I wish I would have gotten that one. Skywalker DFS says, I never get notified when you go live. Glad I caught this one. Glad you're here too. Beardo's nemesis John Morrow says, instead of Dark Man, the movie, it's Chris Man. Greedo Gaming says, Fire Guy must have thought he was Anakin Skywalker. Gerald says, if you think that's queasy, don't look up Ghost Rider. Eric K says, make sanatoriums great again. Eric Phantasm Snock says, guy who barbecued himself wish he bubbled himself. Durag Vent says, well, show's over, guys. Hey, I don't make the rules. Mountain Mutt says, man, this is the best CobraCast in a long time, except for Jeremy being stupid. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Flag Ninja says, great job, Jeremy. Perfect stream. John Boomer Stick says, it'll work if you just change everything. Literally everything. Wes says, World War woke. Christoph says, West is falling down. China, Russia, and the rest laugh. Eric K says, Jeremy had a T-top in his GEO. Or Geo. Pam H says, how crazy it that I've sent you money on this platform 20 times. I must enjoy your content or something. Isn't that sweet? Dr. Kaladin says, give me a fuh. Keck Lord says, you're so orange. Yeah, whenever I'm on this screen, it makes me very orange. Butternut Smash says, Cell Block 99 is a great movie. Trust me. Whoa, you guys have been insane tonight. I mean, absolutely insane. Bronsonite says, dating apps were pushing BLM and other garbage on the agreement page to even get in. That's when I decided to agree and has to reach out to them to cancel my account. F that leftist trash. Vault 95 says, CobraCast 199 is superior cast. Looking forward to when you are the most important IRL. Doesn't lie, disrespect, or manipulate the audience. Hail the snake pit. Jeremy is gay like Ryan's hair. Yeah, it's very orange now because of the screen I'm on. Vault95 says, Jay, can you get the Pooh Bear Slayer on FNT? Hayden Wayne for 20. Dallas Fan Expo 2024 is June 7 through 9. I'll be there hanging with Arudai, Sevi, Steph, and everyone else who shows up. Jay has to get a book out, but who else is going? Jeremy? I mean, it is Dallas. I do want to go, but I don't know if I can pull it off. I do want to go. I just don't know if I can pull it off. PJ says, Jeremy, you are loved. Look at all the cool people who come to check out your stream. Eric, Jay, and Mike. If that's the sign of being loved, I guess I don't want to be hated. PJ says, impressive is the work that people like EMT, docs, and nurses did. Setting yourself is not impressive. Vault95 says, isn't Trump anxiety syndrome a real medical diagnosis? Not as a joke, but for real. I mean, it should be if it's not. Mod Eric says, once again, professionals here, folks. Do not try this at home. Cam Man says, maybe Jeremy was the DEI hire along. Larry says, rumble, rumble, rumble. Drunk 3PO says, hail Snake Pit, no more wars. Dalbro, welcome to the Snake Pit. Chris Rose, it would be extremely painful for you. Just a dude on a phone says, you merely adopted the 199. I was born in it, molded by it. Hail the 199 despite the algorithm. Anthony with the gifted membership, thank you. Golden Nugget says, sup Fat J. Sally Ito says, Jay is takeover, and hail the Buttercast. Bluegrass Berserker says, the whole Republican and Democrat show you see is nothing more than WWE, the political edition. Slagless says, watch a Ripa puppet show. Brer says, you guys can make fun of him because you've never seen death up close and personal. You should have some tact and respect. I mean, I don't make fun of people that are like tragedies, and in some ways this is a tragedy, but he also, like, he did it to himself because he just was mental. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think it's super sad, and it's honestly, it's scary. But it is what it is, man. Wild Bills says, my vote's for the gay guys staying. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with the gifted membership. Thank you. Blackguard, 10 D-Day Cobra memberships. Laughing Man, thank you for the 10 gifties. I think that was earlier. Laughing Man, the internet you rely on to communicate hinges on electricity from the power grid. If the power grid goes down, who would have motive like that? You never know. Charles D. Vane says, best CobraCast 2024. Jeremy needs to bring Jay and Epic Mike on the stream more often. Also, Jeremy, why are you gay? Mike still sucks at Mario Kart. Disco Cobra for 50. Whoa, I'm late. Well, I guess I'm just here to say fat bottom girls make the rockin' world go round. Still figuring out the flex fit stuff, Jeremy. Not trying to pester you. Just reminding you in case you forget. Nice weather around the corner. Ready to rock. You will never, ever pester me. I am here to be asked questions and reminded of stuff, and I'm glad you did. Right now, as a matter of fact, so I want to give this update because... Wait, what? Oh, it's the wrong one. I have an update on the bags because last time I was talking to you guys. So bags, this is according to Suresh. Bags arrive at HQ in 1 week. This is the second shipment. Bags will arrive at HQ in 1 week. We will ship them out immediately. Should be receiving them in 2 weeks. So that process is still going on. So I just wanted you guys to have that update. So I apologize. So just wanted you to know. Tweeted Tone says, Deshi, Basara, Deshi. Flag Ninja says, Ninjas for Trump 2024. Thank you. You guys are fucking killing me. Thank you for all of that. You mad lads. You freaking mad lads. Absolutely insane. I really appreciate it. Jim Crilly says, Rumble? What about Rumble? Did I miss yours over on Rumble? I think I got it. Got everything on Rumble. Didn't I? Jed? Yeah, I got everything on Rumble. So, yeah, everything's good. And we are at the end of the road. So almost another 3-hour CobraCast. I thought I might have to do a square up tomorrow. Does that mean we're going to do a stream tomorrow? Maybe. Beardo's Nemesis John Morrow says, I'm still waiting on my 199 bag. Any updates? Are you being sarcastic? Are you being, and Tweeted Tones continuing with that's the Dark Knight Rises, right? Is that what that is, Tweeted Tone? Is that the Bane theme? I love the freaking Dark Knight Rises. I love it. Pam H says, Jeremy loves Trump so much he went orange. Let's see. Lofty YouTubers are super cringe, says Dorpheus. You know. Let's see. Disco Cobra. Oh no, that one came in already, but I can read it again. Hell with it. The chat's way behind for some reason on this back end for some reason. But he says, well, I'm late, but he wanted to, let's see, Fat Bottom Girls make the rockin' world go round. Still figuring out the flex fit stuff. Jeremy, not trying to pester you, just reminding you in case you forgot. Nice weather around the corner, ready to rock. So, yeah, everything's running behind on me right now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have to do an update or something. I don't know why things are running so slow right now for me. But, Forgotten Pepe says, I got my 199 bag. Y'all are going to love it. You will love it. It is a fantastic bag. And I'm excited for everybody. Coop says, you missed my super? I read yours, Coop. I read yours. I can go back and find it, but I did read it. Can you read Coop's for me? I don't know exactly where it's at. There's a lot of super chats to go through.
I've got two from Coop. I've got a $5. You read both of them, but there's a $5 from Coop saying they're trying to take away his Secret Service protection.
Yeah.
Desperate people. What do you think they're going to do if that happens? And the other one was the 20 that you got. Is that one was for Mike? If Michiganders stick together.
He said just Mike kidding. LOL.
Coop said he was kidding. So
they're always trolling me. I never get super chats, and I finally get a $5 super chat, and you guys troll me. Maybe if I get more popular, maybe I'll learn to read through them quicker. Just fucking with you guys. Fantastic vs. Knox says, guess the idiots can't call Donald J. Trump the orange man now. Oh, man. All right, so we're going to end it there. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Maybe I'll have a puppet by Monday. I don't know. I better. We'll see. Party Animal Stream win. I'm going to try to bring Mario Kart back by Monday, okay? That's the focus right now, all right? So I'm trying to bring Mario Kart back. We'll see how that goes. But thank you guys so very much for all of the love and support. I really appreciate it. We had a few little issues, but we got it worked out. Now I'm gone full. You know what? Oh, here's this is so weird, okay? So I can, let me see. Let me change this. Hang on. So this is how... Lighting is such a crucial element to YouTubing, okay? But since I'm using a different, program now, so if I do that, see that? See, I'm not orange anymore. Or if I do that, hang on. So now if I do that, not that orange, I can make it darker. There. See, it's a little darker now. So that works better. I don't know. Let's see. Mega Man 3. Dude, I've been playing Mega Man 3. I've been playing Mega Man 3. I've been playing Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. Dude, I love old school games, man. What's up, Warren Smith in the house? How you doing, brother? I've been watching Breaking Bad because, it's just... Nothing out right now is really that good. By the way, go to criticless.com. Criticless.com. That is a new Rotten Tomatoes alternative. And I've met with the owners, and I love the site. And if you're into movies, if you're into TV, and if you're looking for basically a whole new community of movie and TV fans where you can actually put a rating and have a cumulative rating with a percentage that's not been ruined by shills and leftist propaganda, go to criticless.com. And no, I'm not being... I keep feeling like I have to say I'm not sponsored by them, but I do have an interest in working with them. Blaine, the owner, is all in on Geeks and Gamers getting more involved and helping them build that up and having us involved in whatever capacity we can help in. And I believe in the site. I absolutely believe in the site. So, all right. So, let's see. 7-Eleven says, great show. Real happy to see Jay and Mike on Made My Saturday Morning. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy you guys liked what we did. And, thank you guys so very much. We really appreciate it. I hope you have a great night. we're going to leave you with Sabaton. Bye, everybody. And boom, we're out. But don't forget, I keep forgetting to promote the D-Day Cobra Clips channel. So there'll be different clips from this stream and other streams featuring me that will be on that channel. So if you guys have not, please go subscribe to the D-Day Cobra Clips channel. We're dropping links right there in the chat. I was supposed to promote that earlier and I totally forgot. But Hailstorm will be putting stuff over there. So appreciate you guys. Coop sent another 5. Thank you, Coop. And Kevin says, you watching AEW Dynasty this weekend? I don't know. Like, I think AEW is doing better than a lot of the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, thinks they are. It is kind of a turnoff with the whole Punk thing and how they handled it, but I might check it out and see. And then Tom McD says, Jeremy, we got to troll the grifting troll. I appreciate that and I respect that, no doubt about it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and we'll talk to all of you later. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.